Okay. Then I suppose if we're here, then we are here. Just to make this fast, hello and welcome back to a continuation of the last part of Strixhaven. I don't know yet if this is going to be session 62 or just an extension of 61. Could go either way depending on you guys mainly, but for now, we are still continuing the fight with the Auric engineer in the detention bog. You already know what's going on, you already know what's happening. You see your teammates, you see your enemies on the map. You know your goals, you have a request for you from the currently unconscious Lila, and a teammate also in the same situation. So, let's just get this started. Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing a different setup here. I'm currently on in a vacation home, so I am looking at a couple different screens. First of all, I should actually grab my mouse. Okay. First of all, I hope the screen is not messing up. And we start the round. It is currently round 6. The Auric engineer has showed up. The clockwork Behir is still there. Last session, you learned the weakness of the mechanisms of the clockwork Behir and how to potentially shut down its lightning breath from ever being used. As well as, well, the fact that as long as the Auric engineer, who you correctly identified to be Miyuki, and talk to, or try to talk to, as long as she is up, she is giving these clockwork creatures a buff. That is magical resistance. Resistance to saving throws of any magical effect. Before we get to Sinetis' turn though, we start with a rogue scout, still somehow alive. Arleigh is currently flying up, so that means the current target is just Murdock. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you don't see these. I'm pretty sure you don't see these, so the wizard is going to be hit with a 24. It's just going to be a bite attack, and the question is, Murdock has a new spell, but I don't know if it's worth it to use here. What was it? Temporal Shunt. As a reaction, makes an attack roll, start to cast a spell. Oh, that's a 5th level spell. I don't think Murdock can save that. So unfortunately, Murdock is just continually getting targeted for a bite and a shock. Ooh, that's a good damage roll. So that's going to be 5 plus 6. That's going to be 11 piercing and lightning damage. Oh no. Murdock is not looking good. Also, I'm pretty sure this is gone now. Sinetis, are you actually here, Retro? Talking, I mean? Not talking. Well, you have a situation currently surrounding you. Forget chewed my headphones. Ah, yes, cat owners. You have a situation currently plaguing you. You currently have fallen, or are standing on top of the fallen ruin grinder, as 2 iron cobras are trying to surround you and bite you. Behind you, flanking them, is a much more intimidating clockwork Behir that's kind of focused right now on the currently unconscious Celeste and Lila, to be inside the other mecha. You have your greatsword arcing brand out right now, and Venom currently hiding inside of the robot that just fell over. The closest things would be the cobras, though anything you hit is going to be a tanky, metallic, well, sponge of HP. You do have your sword out that can take away a certain action from them, if you remember what it does. I'm gonna hit the snake. Alright, if by snake we mean the snake that's closer to you and presumably more damaged, go ahead. Arc that brand with a plus 10 attack roll, level 9. You definitely should be hitting this. No way you miss this. '21. As you bring around your greatsword, slashing across to the segmented abdomen of this Cobra, you mark it. Or you mark it for a slash. Deal your damage. Can you show the rest of the initiative? Here it goes. So after Sinetis, that's 21. This is what's below them. Lila, Murdock, and Miyuki go all the way at the end for 13 slashing damage. None of them are resistant to that, and that is a good damage roll. You have a second attack for 27. Of course, definitely hitting the easy-to-hit Cobra. For another 13 slashing damage, as you continually try to tear up. Hard-plated armor aside, they are still vulnerable to physical violence. That's what you're good at. You're keeping being good at that. Are we releasing a shock from the sword, or is that all? Yeah, do it. Shock. As lightning courses through the black blade of arcing brand, you feel it tingling both the blade, the hand that holds it, and then your arm as lightning courses between you, the snake, and explodes or arcs out into one other target creature of your choice. Go ahead, shock it. Or whatever you decide to shock. I think it's you and one other creature. So, yeah. It takes away... Does it take away a reaction? The other snake. You have your sword, you know what it does. It uses the original attack roll. Alright. So it should hit, yep. The damage then? The screen is jittering now, is it? Was Lila able to heal or have heal spells? You have not seen Lila use healing. So, or at least I don't think so, at least not in this fight. So, question. The one who used healing was Amanda, I think. Does the +2 from Arcing Brand apply to the Shocking Grasp? It would count as you casting the spell, I presume, so the +2 from Arcing Brand... If you mean the same attack roll that you used to cast, or to swing it, I would assume it does. Just for simplicity's sake. I think that makes sense. Okay, just one, yeah. That's 9 lightning damage to it, and do you take full or half damage from it? Since it's part of a curse on the weapon? Half. So half of that would be 5 lightning damage to you the first time you got damage this fight, since you've been inside the mech for the entirety of it. Alright. Do you wanna move anywhere, though you would be provoking from the big Behir? Though that would take away a reaction from the 2 currently unconscious allies down there, if you really want to lure it out. Because currently that Behir is still pinning those 2 down. Sure. If you move up, you get in between the 2 Cobras, but also provoke from the Behir, taking away its reaction, which it will definitely take. Alright then, let's hope. That is going to be probably a miss. 13 does not hit you. The Behir swings its tail, and Sinetis, with his left arm, bashes it away with his strong shield. The weight of the Behir is still not enough to topple our Sinetis. That gives the Behir, well, that takes away the Behir's reaction, and gives, well, whoever wishes to run away from the Behir a chance. So, you may wish to take it. Do you want to move further, or are you satisfied there? You can move up further, or somewhere else if you want. Good there. Alright. And here we have a bit of a situation. Okay, well this is gonna be a bit... The Oaken Bolter has recharged its... The Oaken Bolter, this one, that was next to Marlet, has recharged its Explosive Blast. Though it is still currently next to it. Okay. Alright then. It will... Marlet can take an attack if it wishes. Sid? Or does it? Does Marlet have a reaction? If you use it last round? Then go ahead. $14 is probably not enough. It is not. Alright. Then it will try to hook onto Marlet with, I'm guessing a 23 is going to be enough for Marlet. So as a harpoon hooks onto Marlet, Marlet will be taking. That's a cock dice. Oh, that's a low roll. 7 piercing damage. Is Marlet still alive? Nope. Well, either way, Marlet is going to be... Well, Marlet and... Well, let's also shoot the Skeleton for good measure. Yeah, Skeleton is probably gone. Yep. And Marlet is yoinked into here. That's bad. Out. Alright then, what to do? It could go in support. Oh yeah, I know exactly what it will do. It will go over here, next to Sinetis, and use the help action. As Sinetis is currently being plagued by a couple different things at once. Gyan, your robot is currently dead. But what's new? It's also grappled, if it matters. You know how to disable the Behir, but you're also all the way over here, not there. Shield, if you cast it last round, goes away. You have Bardic Inspiration, I think. I am here, but not there. I need to get to the Behir over there. How far away is Murdock right now? Physically, 40 feet away. The Raptor, or the Allosaurus, is something you can see through for sight purposes. Here's what I'm thinking. Go ahead and think. Yeah, I was wondering if someone's gonna suggest Thunderstep. I could ready my action and have Murdock move to me, then Thunderstep to get me to the Behir. Murdock would have to be close to you. Murdock has 30 feet of movement. Not much to boost that speed. Thunderstep would work. The best way to get into that position is to move through the Allosaurus and provoke an attack of opportunity from one of the scouts. But it's just a scout. It would still be in range of the stone defender, but you would be closer to Murdock. So she can get within 30. So by moving through the Allosaurus in like this direction. The stone defenders do not have reach, so that will only provoke from the scout, which is a 16. You'll have good armor. That does not hit you. Just simply bounces off your defenses. That's a good move. You ready your action to deal to do the tool check then. Okay, readying costs your reaction if you remember. So this will be your action and reaction for the round. You have a bonus action you can use before then. It might actually be more advantageous to move you here for purposes. Can't really do much, so. Actually, give me a sec. I need to read something. Pa-pa-pa-pum. Within 10 feet of me, it's just the defender. Yes, and the Allosaurus, I suppose. I guess that's fine. That should be my turn then. Alright, now a couple scouts move. Including this one. Which, what will it do? Who will it go for? Arleigh is currently all the way up there. Midnight, hello. And a Shockwave. Midnight, and the Allosaurus. Please roll me a dexterity save. I would ask Snow to heal my robot, but she also can't. Don't have unicorn totem, so nope. That's gonna be a 13. Don't you have the little Harengon thing you could add? Yes. I'm pretty sure you didn't move a lot last round, so that would be useful right now. Okay, so that would be a 15, enough to pass the save. 4d6 incoming. The dino did not get as lucky. 10, 15, 16 lightning damage. To the Allosaurus, 8 to Midnight. That was a bit much. An 8 to Midnight as a shockwave releases itself. It's now out of that. Another scout. It will go here and do the help action on the Allosaurus, as these things aren't as useful right now in attacking, They are gonna be annoyances and giving everything else advantage, though. Speaking of giving advantage, is this Cobra, which has advantage on Sinetis. That is going to be cock dice. That is still going to miss, though, as Sinetis' armor is way too much. A defender, however, will be putting down the Allosaurus, probably given it has advantage. That's going to be 18 plus stuff is going to be 24 to the Allosaurus. I am assuming the Allosaurus can't do anything about this. Rip Dino. As the Allosaurus takes 14 bludgeoning damage, if it survives, it is knocked prone. It's gone.
Nope. I mean, it might work in our favor since I have nothing to concentrate on anymore.
Yep, your concentration has dissipated. Both of them got taken out for their full HP.
I
Will
would
it
use
move?
my cat
Question.
strat, but I have to heal.
The question is, will this thing move? It will not. It will stay in Protect the Bolter. Midnight. You have one thing right next to you, one thing behind you that just put down the dinosaur. For questions of initiative, that's what's next. You also still have your crit. Might be useful. I'm pretty sure Arleigh can also give someone else advantage this turn with a reaction.
Yeah, I
Inflict wounds,
don't
the
remember if
bitch
my
next to
reaction
me.
is still available.
It should be. I didn't mark you as having used it. Alright then, inflict wounds. You also have Bardic Inspiration, but you don't need it. Alright then, coursing necrotic energy through Midnight's palms transfer themselves onto the cold metal plating of the Bronze Scout, dealing 9 necrotic damage. For a magic spell you can do for free, good enough. Those were some shit rolls. I'm gonna rabbit hop next to Arleigh. Or, well, under her, because she's up in the air. At me. Good, good. Another Cobra that is next to Sinetis. It is going to once again use the help action to try and get Sinetis actually taking hits. Celeste. I would like you to roll me a death save.
Roll out 20. Roll out 20.
Eleven has one pass. Celeste, I would like to ask you, since you passed, you can make this pretty fast. But I'm gonna tell you all a bit something right now for whenever we roll death saves from now on. Celeste, as your body is trying to keep itself together, trying to stabilize itself to fight off death, part of your life flashes before your eyes. Give me a memory. Ooh. A memory of Celeste. Preferably one she holds dear. For purposes of demonstration, you can make this a quick one. Since you passed. I wonder what that will be. Part of your life flashes before your eyes as you remain unconscious. The time she first touched a musical instrument. Part of this memory flashes in your mind. As your body is trying to recover and hold itself, your mind is cycling through all the memories of your life. You remember that first time you touched a prized instrument, whatever it was, whether it was your favorite that you still play now, or just one thing you tried, you remember it. And you hold on to it. You pass. Well, let's hope you don't fail. Arleigh.
Okay, first question is pouring a potion to someone an action or a bonus?
Pouring the potion is an action, yes.
Okay. I am assuming those two are still inside the thing.
Yep, you can get inside without anything. Getting inside is just part of your movement. Do we also do this for failed saves? Let's find out. Hopefully not, maybe.
I'll go inside.
Swoop down. You swoop down.
And then, let's see. Since it's technically just a regular action, I can still use a spell as a bonus, right?
Yep. You can get them both.
Okay. I'm gonna pour the potion to Celeste. I forgot what potion it was. I think it was greater.
I also remember somebody or two of you having superiors, pretty sure. If you have that.
Wait, let me...
No, I think Midnight has them. Midnight was the one that picked up the crate. Yeah. Oh, you are right in between both of them. That's neat.
I think we bought greater potions.
Yep, you bought greater potions. I think Midnight looted the 2 superior potions as part of this expedition.
Okay. Greater was 2... Was it 4d4? 2d4?
I think it's 4d4.
Okay. 4d4 plus 4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's hope I can give you enough. First one to Celeste.
Yeah, that's very good.
Okay.
Celeste, the memory that you hold dear stays with you as you awake to light.
Then after that, I'm gonna turn to Lila. Her staff just glows brightly, and I'm gonna do a level 4 healing word on her.
Alright then.
Which is, I think, just the same thing. I think it's still the same. 44 plus 4.
Mm-hmm. Level 4 healing word. That D4 is gonna make all the difference. Well, 44 plus. Is your wisdom 20?
There's
No, your wisdom is not 20.
Oh, I
14.
rolled lower on Lila.
Well,
Still good healing.
both of them see light, and that's what's important. Now was, let's say, like 20 feet of your movement. Thank you.
Go back to flying up. Don't mention it. Might want to move away from there.
Well, is that your turn?
Yep, that was everything I have.
Alright then. Lila stands up.
I like how I rolled all 1, 2, 3, 4 on Lila's roll.
Celeste. You need to get out of here, she says in pained breaths. I can try to get both of us out. How? Well, let's see. We're low-key stuck here. It'll take a bit of effort, but she does have spells on her, which means spell slots. And the Behir doesn't have its reaction anymore. Oh, good for that. She looks out, sees that the Behir is distracted by Sinetis. That is true. This might be a bit rough. She charges the robot. Okay. Okay, she's one of those creatures that doesn't have spell slots, but does have spells. So, this might be useful. She charges it with a level 4. Okay.
That's useful.
Another level 4! This thing will deactivate on round 10. Okay, it stands
I
up.
still have like most of my level 4s. I never used them until now. That was my first level 4 slot I've ever used.
Okay, where the fuck do we want to go? That's a bit precarious.
As far
That's a bit
away from the
precarious.
Behir as possible.
Well, this thing can only move 30 feet, so... Sure. Celeste, you are currently riding a bit of a bumpy ride right now, as you're currently sideways in the cockpit as she's trying to play a little game of Twister and trying to get herself on the control while trying to not crush you. And thankfully, it's enough, good enough. Ow, everything still hurts, but it's enough. I'm gonna die here alone, aren't I? Auric Engineer.
Move away from there.
Alright. Let's see here. Do you think I can?
In 2 turns, soon.
The Auric Engineer steps up, casts out one of her sleeves, as smoky mist wraps itself around you, Gyan, manifesting an image. All around you, you see inside a classroom. General studies, biblioplex, probably. Your surroundings are empty. You're inside of a room with nothing but light and the sound of the echoing battle outside still present in your ears. You look to the door, trying to see if you can find a way out of this, when a knife cuts through it. 2 turns might be too much. Alright, let's see if you can survive this. Oh, you lucky son of a bitch. With an advantage strike, Gyan prepared for the knife cutting through this illusionary door as the illusion is broken. Or temporarily broken. You manage to duck under the way, as even with advantage that was a 14. As you avoid a good amount of damage from this strike, considering it's stabbing into the ground. A bit of dirt gets blown off, and oh, that was not that bad, surprisingly.
I mean, I don't have good experiences with 5 of any dice.
But, well, she missed. Something about her just still isn't giving her all, apparently. Bolter. Another one. Well, now it's protected. Question is, who will it go for? How far can this thing reach? Oh, plenty. Miyuki directs a hand for the bolter and points it upwards.
Arleigh.
It sets up an angle.
Going for me.
Yep.
What else is upwards?
Yep, it's pretty much the only thing that can reach you. Arleigh, is your AC above an 18? Or can you do anything about that?
Nope.
You are hit with
I
the
don't
knot.
think I can.
Wait.
Oh? What is Celeste cooking? Let her cook. Even though she's upside down. In her neck.
I'm the support of the group. And I have my
You
reaction.
think I was the only support?
Silvery barbs! Can you reach?
Oh wait, we still have that? I forgot that existed.
Can you reach? How far? 60 feet, you can, if you still have it, yes. Read the text, because we did edit it. It's not disadvantage, but it is something. It is useful.
Is it like a -5 or something?
Yep. It's a subtraction.
Please let it be more than a 2, probably.
Depending on what level is cast. It's 1d4 plus 1 at first level. An intelligence score of 4 or lower. First of all, what's this thing's intelligence? Okay. Okay. Okay, so do you cast it? Yes. You cast Silvery Barbs at first level? Yep. It casts Silvery Barb to try to weave your magic into the mind of this construct, trying to dissuade it from its aim. Trying to pierce its mind, you unfortunately learn that it does not have one. Its intelligence is 3.
Hare.
It is unaffected.
Rip.
Wow. Oh. Arleigh, got anything else? This is the one fight where... Well, should have gone with Lore Part for real.
Wait, I have a reaction left, but I don't think I have anything to use it on. Yeah, this one's for the spell.
Yep. You see a harpoon coming to wrap around you as you get struck. You are hit with only 5 piercing damage, but the thing that is problematic about this is that you are... Well, first of all, 5 piercing damage if you're not doing anything. You are grappled by the harpoon, which means you cannot move in a direction... You can still move, but only in a direction that goes closer to this bolter. So your movement is restricted to essentially this axis of circle. You can still move around in this general area, but you are currently grappled.
It's pretty convenient with where the bolter is.
And yep, it still has
I mean, not like
one
I'm
more.
moving anywhere. I've been there for the entire fight.
Yep, it's just gonna shoot you again. And that's going to be a dirty 20. This time for the actual hurtful shot. As it digs deep into your psyche and uncovers a past memory, dealing, wow, that's double 1s. Okay, never mind. 6
Yeah.
damage. You're a bit too fast in the air to be damaged too
Nope.
much, but
Still pretty alright.
also you're dragged.
Alright-ish.
Also you're dragged down to the ground and next to this thing. No longer
Oh,
flying.
hello. Mm-hmm.
You are dragged forcefully down to the ground, the bird. That was a good turn for it. Murdock can do the thunderstep thing. Though, that's a bit less convenient with Arleigh now there. Alright then. We do it?
Yep.
Your signal, Gyan? Yep, we do it.
Not like we have another option, so yes.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, first of all... well... This thing tries to get a bite in and misses. Murdock still surprisingly has good AC for a wizard and mage armor. As Murdock goes here. And, well, places her hands behind you. I hope you know what you're doing.
Wait, give me a sec.
Okay.
Could it be, like, diagonally bottom left to me?
Yeah, but Thunderstep has a 10-foot explosion around Murdock, and that hits Arleigh.
Ah. I was trying to get the other, scout down there.
Yeah, that was why I said it was problematic, because she could have done that. But Arleigh is there now. Do you want to explode Arleigh too?
Nah.
Yeah.
Depends how much damage it does.
It's Thunderstep,
It's like
which
a lot.
is...
I think it's like 3d10 or something.
Thunderstep. It's mainly
Oh,
a
yeah.
teleport. It is 3rd level. It is 3d10 thunder damage.
Yep, thought so.
Con save. Murdock is not here to vividly murder you, so... Okay. And... Okay, how far is Thunderstep's teleport?
90
300.
feet. Oh,
Wait,
300.
not 300, that's that sound. Teleport.
Yeah, I think it's within 90.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's correct.
I think it's 90 feet.
And... Want to be like here. Alright, as you are teleported, you are positioned as a wave of water comes rushing to you from the ground, surrounding you in this bubble that shrinks down, seeming to make the both of you disappear as it soars through the air and into this position where it pops. As you two drop down, you can make your action now as this thing tries to resist the thunder step, definitely passing because of the magic resistance. And 3d10 is this. You can do your action now if it's what you wanted to do. 7.
Well, that's a decent roll, but unfortunate.
It's nearly dead.
Yep.
Murdock
does
is now.
Murdock have any movement left?
That was all 30 to get there.
I guess that's fine. I'm there. The block shots.
Murdock also no longer has any 3rd level spell slots.
We'll be fine. Anyway, time to hope I pull this off.
Come on. You're the
Alright,
artificer.
Thieves' tools, right?
Yep. It's dexterity using thieves' tools, but you still apply expertise or any bonuses you get from your tool. I'm pretty sure, so it's dexterity plus your expertise.
You have Bardic,
So, like-
remember it.
You also have Bardic.
I also have 3 inspirations, as if 2 wasn't enough. Okay, so I have a +1 to Dex, and then proficiency bonus is 4. Expertise makes it 8. I think that's, other than the things added afterwards, that's pretty much it.
Add friendship if you wanna be overboard with it.
Yeah, but that's after the roll. I'm talking about for the roll.
Come on.
Bardic and Inspiration are also after the roll anyway.
That's a 12.
Wow. You know what? I'm not risking it. I'm gonna inspiration.
You open up this thing's fuse box and see a bunch of different wires. Let's cut the red one. Oh god, not the red one.
Why is it always the red one?
Aha!
Now
It's
that's
the violet
not like
one.
it.
Of course it's the violet one. Snap, or I don't know. You're messing up this thing's equivalent to internal organs. Describe it. Mechanic?
You know what? Gyan just pulls out, like, those building things, puts it on his head and starts
Build-
ripping through the steps. Just like ripping it to shreds and trying to figure out what
Very
works how.
mechanic.
And surprisingly, somehow, that works. As well, you hope it does at least. You can't really find out until the next turn, which isn't even yours. Okay, so actually, let's evaluate this. Murdock was like, Murdock was like here. Murdock went here. I guess Murdock could have gone just here, actually. Yeah, I suppose that would work.
Oh yeah.
Murdock could have gone just here and says, well, don't die.
Let's hope I don't.
Murdock is a wizard and therefore has terrible amount of bonus actions because all of her undead is dead. Well, double dead.
That time.
Murdock. Murdock without undead is Murdock without bonus actions, unfortunately. Alright.
She's just like me for real, for real.
All of you are
I have
bringing
way too
are
many.
all of you are being pushed to your breaking points right now. The Behir, you start to hear it. You start to hear it open the mechanisms that move its mouth as it tries to charge lightning. A bit of it comes spilling out from the fuse box that you just broke and pulled everything from. It is no longer capable of using its lightning breath. It turns to you.
Yay!
Hi.
Suicide
Well.
mission be like,
Leroy!
It takes its still open mouth and tries to bite down into you. Actually, let's make this fun. It specifically makes the swallow action on you.
oh my god.
Yup, it has that. The Behir makes one bite attack against a medium or smaller target that it is grappling. Oh, never mind, it actually can't do that yet. Okay, it's going to do the other thing that is a prerequisite for that, which is try to tail you.
Yay!
That is going to be a 24.
It's not me this time.
Even if I had a reaction, I couldn't do shit.
Yep, that is a 24 to constrict you, which is going to be... Oh boy, this is the bad one. That's a good thing to hear. Alright.
I fully expected to come here and die.
It wraps its tail around you, dealing both bludgeoning damage and slashing damage, grappling you. And it looks like this. The first is bludgeoning, the second is slashing, because its tail is sharp, apparently, I guess.
Damn, that's a lot.
Are you okay?
Yeah, should be fine. Fine in quotations.
As Gyan is being crushed by this tail. And is restrained, obviously. And well, as it finally got you in its grip, it's gonna go towards Sinetis. Actually, yeah, it can. It's gonna step over this, and Venom is just gonna cower underneath the robot. It's gonna step over this thing, and use its other bite, its other action, to Sinetis, who has the help action set on him, which means advantage on him. Sinetis is the recipient of a 4 and a 3, which is a 14.
I swear to fucking god. Of course it hits me when I have low HP.
Sinetis...
It doesn't even matter if it took that 26. It would barely make a dent. Meanwhile, me with my shitty HP.
The two sides of advantage and no advantage. That's a 4 and a 3, which even with this thing's beastly plus 10 is a 14. This
I
thing
hate
just...
my life.
Sinetis is just being a protagonist right now. And well, just to make sure, would it have gotten it back its lightning? Well, that was theoretical. We could never have known what the whims of the dice would have wanted for that specific turn. I'll just stop coping now and move on to the Stone Defender, which is piloting Miyuki. Well, Miyuki. Okay. Let's see here. What do you have? Okay. Alright then. Knowing my luck, it's always my actions that end up being rendered insignificant. I mean, getting to be here to not use its, how much again? It's 12d10 attack to be fully stopped for the entire fight is definitely not insignificant. And alright. let's move this here. Hi, Arleigh.
The stream is
Bash.
frozen. Oh, there it is.
This thing is just gonna bash you at advantage because everything has advantage now. Because you're restrained. That is going to be a
Did we still
15
bank
plus
on the
stuff.
polymorph thing or no?
That's going to be a 21.
Damage
Which
or hit?
means to hit. Which is going to be 12. Or is it 12 or is it 11? It's going to be 11 bludgeoning damage, and this is going to be as the force of this thing's bash hits into you. As you're both grappled by the bolter, you are tripped down by the force of this thing's push and knocked prone, giving everything else advantage. As
Yeah, we know why she is being targeted right now. Because she's the only one who can talk Miyuki out of this.
BRB.
Pretty much.
Alright. Okay.
That or I could
Ano-
just say no and turn into a cat if we're still going for that.
Another round passes. And you know what? Something changes. This time on your side. As moving through the battlefield right now, the Behir slithers, Gyan in its grasp, and Sinetis being surrounded by several machines. It looks around to try and identify the biggest threat. Try to follow Miyuki's orders and locate the ruin grinder that houses the main target of this attack force. It tries to move there, pointing its head forward, but as it points its head forward, boonk! A stone just harmlessly bounces off its metal exterior. It looks to where the stone was thrown, and to anyone looking, Sinetis behind you, you just see the mob of students, powerless without their magic, just decide, hey, Big Ugly, to help out as best they actually can. And by help, I mean actually help. Somebody can take advantage of a help action on the Behir. It's not much, but they're doing something.
I mean, I guess Sinetis can use it on his next turn.
Yeah.
As a bunch of, dozens of stones harmlessly toink off the Behir, more annoying it than anything. It does a mechanical hiss at their direction, somehow affected by that. Well, the round passes, and scouts continue to move. This one sees that the mech has once again activated, and is terrified of that, trying to, bite it, rolling a natural one, unfortunately. And, saying peace, trying to dig under the ground, which, thankfully, thanks to Arleigh's little boost here, it is unable to do without getting smacked, which Lila happily takes. For a natural 20.
Oh my god!
Okay then. Lila, in control of the mech, just decides to go, yeah, no more nice girl, and how do we access this again? It's been a while since I did Discord buttons. Oh yeah, here it is. Oh no, Un is gone because we lost Nitro. Okay, so okay, let's check the pins. Stella, I would like you to roll. If it's in, you can see it in the pins, the excavator attack of the ruin grinder. 2d6 plus 6, roll that as a critical hit. Do you see it? Yeah. 2d6 plus 6, so that's 4d6 plus 12. As Lila smacks. as that is a 26 damage hit towards this little thing, nearly knocking it out all the way. Though, since that was a critical hit, you are able to identify a weakness in this fight, which is it is currently rendered incapacitated for an entire round. Well, so much for trying to escape. Lila. Okay. Sinetis, back to you. Anything towards the Behir has advantage. That's nice. Or once advantage. Just one. Gonna go and smack it. Sinetis and Gyan here currently just trying to be heroes. Oh wow, that was nearly a crit. But that does hit. For 11 slashing damage against the Clockwork Behir. Is that another one towards the Behir? Because that hit. Yep. As Arcing Brand courses through the air, slashing against this thing's thick plated armor. For 13 more slashing damage. Anything else they're trying to do? Gonna shock the beaten snack. Alright. Go ahead. For 8 lightning damage, it loses its reaction. And you take 4 of that. As lightning courses through your veins. Anything else? No. Oaken Bolter. This thing moves. It... Having gotten Marlet out, it lets go of Marlet, because it's currently dead. It fires a bolt, coursing through the air, landing here, causing an explosion around this area. Woo-hoo-hoo. And hitting Midnight, which I would like you to roll me a dexterity save. And 11. Easy. Lila has her turn and gives you her reaction. For a rousing verse, you have advantage. Thank you, my lord. And you also have Bardic. That's 4.
4?
I'm assuming that's just a Harengon thing. Lila also gave you advantage. If you want to reroll that, you can still keep that 4. Hi. You rerolled. Oh, it's a 14 plus 4. That's 18. You keeping that? Then you would pass the 5d6 fire damage. Something. Though, Stella, I would like you to roll a d20 plus 1 for the Ruin Grinder's dex save, which, well, it won't do a thing, but well, actually it would, but 16. It actually passes as well, I think. All right, both of you pass. Both of you pass as taking, instead of 15, Midnight would take 8 fire damage from the explosion. And the Ruin Grinder heals 8 HP. It sees that trying to use fire on the Ruin Grinder is ineffective. Bronze Scout uses the help action on Sinetis. Gyan, you are currently restrained. Are you here, Sid? Me trying to pick the best one to heal right now. Oh wait, you have a potion. Me trying to pick the best one to heal right now. Do you actually have Mass Cure Wounds? That gets, like, everyone. I already used my 5th. Then, well, let's hope we survive for the dinos. Gyan. Can y'all please use your potions? I swear to God. Sid? Looking at you.
So you have to realize, potions are actions, and actions are too few and too far between to give up.
Those are also my actions to heal you. And look where I
Yeah,
am
but you
right
don't
now.
have actions.
Both
Yes,
of them
I
have
do.
points. Yeah.
I have actions.
Yes, and those are to heal us because you do.
You're currently down
What
on the
if I just
ground
heal
being
myself to
smacked.
spite you then? I can't heal you if I die. So you're fucked if you don't get healed.
That is indeed something. I mean, it's not like I can do much else other than either fight the behavior
Let
or
Murdock pour the
just
potion on your mouth. There you go. Just let Murdock chug it onto you on her turn.
There's also the
I think
rabbit
you can survive
with, like,
by then.
superior healing.
Yeah, I'll just.
Fling the potion from my pocket to the air and drink it in a splash. If the entirety of that can be your action because it's just a normal potion drinking, but yeah, sure, you can make it be like that.
Why don't splash potions exist? Anyway, yeah, I'll drink my potion.
Ahaha, good
Yeah,
question.
that's
It's almost as if I'm trying to make those exist if you actually survive this.
I mean, it's not like I'll be able to use them anyway. But yes,
Go ahead.
Then again, 4d4.
Yep. No worry, this is definitely meant to be a fight that tests everything you have.
Should I use it? It's not like I have anything better, but like I don't have a bonus. And I need to
Can you
get
break
mana
out of
up
the
somehow.
grapple?
I can, but that's an action to break out of the grapple. Man, why
You
don't
could like
I
break out
have...
of it, go to midnight, and have him chug the potion on you. But that would be his own action.
Mm-hmm.
If I break out and move away, the Hare can just hit me again and grapple me again.
True.
It should be a wasted action and a waste of time. And I'll probably die,
Could
let's
just
be
bonk
honest.
it.
You are one of the best ones to try and actually resist a hit from this, considering your AC. Assuming you're lucky, which you probably don't trust.
Yeah, I'm not lucky, as has been shown multiple times throughout these 60 sessions. Yeah, I'll just use the potion. It's not like I can get to Marla right now.
Well, bottoms up.
Just a base 44, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plus, wait. You should have a +4, right?
Uh-huh.
So is it a +4?
You can look it up.
Pretty sure it has a.
It has a modifier. Pretty sure it's 4.
It does, yeah.
You know what? That's pretty decent.
I mean, better than the 8 HP I was expecting, so I'll take it.
Alright. Well, if you're out of bonus actions, you can use what we normally allow, which is your knowledge skills as a bonus action, if you're proficient in them.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. I
Yep,
forgot
just
that existed.
reminding you all those exist because it has been a long time. If you're proficient in a mental skill, knowledge-based, probably intelligence-based, you can use it as a bonus action to try and learn something. You used it at the very first round to identify the weaknesses of these things' mechanisms, allowing critical hits to incapacitate them. You could find out something else.
You know what? Can I try to find out how strong their link to Miyuki is?
How
Like,
strong
if we
their what?
take her link to Miyuki, like if we take her out, does that mean they all die or stuff? Things like that. Are they
You can-
independent of her or?
You can check it to make sure. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, sure.
I suppose that would be, well, yeah, I'd suppose that'd be Arcana.
Oh my god.
The answer is yes, and considering you rolled a natural 20, I'll give you a little something as a bonus as well. Their magical link to Miyuki is, correct, or your assumption of their magical link to Miyuki is correct, in that taking Miyuki out also renders her unable to give them her support. You also learn a bit something. As you try to focus on Miyuki and see the bunch of defenses that she's set up around herself, you try to catch her in her own defenses. And you actually find out a little something. Okay, let me check, double check. You have hurt her for a total of 28 damage. And looking at her state right now, surprisingly, she's not that strong. You can look at that now.
Oh, guys, I think we have our focus right target.
Well, she
I
built
did
up
say
all of
not
these
to
walls.
hurt her too much.
Not really surprising. She is still one of your students. Or one of these students.
Makes sense.
I mean,
That gives me
unless
more
Arleigh, you
motivation
can.
to just turn her into a cat.
I mean, you could, but
Okay.
that doesn't break the magical bond with these things, so they'll still try to kill us.
True.
Okay, well, Gyan, you can't really move right now, so I'm assuming that's your turn. Scouts.
Yep.
Plus sleep.
Scouts just trying to nom on Arleigh right now. Since she's prone and grappled.
mad.
Or
You should move someone there, I think.
you are bitten.
Right?
For 1 plus 4, that's 5. Plus 3, that's 8 piercing and lightning damage. They aren't doing much right now, but they are doing chip damage. I do want... But what if she's a charm for some reason?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because of
Well, you do know of the immunity of the Auric to all not enchantment, divination specifically. You don't know about charm though. You know that they are guaranteed to be unable to be targeted by divination magic. Yeah, that's probably important. But you have no idea about charm yet. Another scout. Is it just gonna gang up on Arleigh too?
Wait, how much damage did I take?
8.
8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am at 26 HP.
You know what? No, it's gonna go here since the opportunity has now presented itself. Dash towards the robot, climb onto its face like a face hugger, and wait for its next turn to launch a lightning shock to both of you who are inside it. Or wait for its next turn, not ready its turn. Cobra, which is still trying to hit the damn Sinetis with advantage, which nothing can do. Even with advantage, nothing can hit him. Will it finally hit him?
What happened to the Behir's health?
The Behir's turn?
Behir's
it...
health.
What? What's turn? Behir's turn?
Sid, your mic.
The help on the Behir. It was used by Sinetis. That was already used, like almost immediately.
Sinetis
does 19 hit you, or do you want to do anything about that? No shield. So it would hit you. But do you want to cast shield? So I'm a cast shield. Turning your AC into an amount. I can do one of 3 things come my turn. Defender is barely alive. Alright then. Who to go for? Hi, Midnight. It turns to you, Midnight. I can either hasten this Guardian of Origin so I can save Arleigh or try to put Miyuki to sleep. Midnight. That is going to be... Okay, what's their modifier this? No, it'll hit you. That's going to be a dirty 20 to you, Midnight. Oh no. I dead. Thanks.
I think Guardian might be best.
Midnight, you are damaged for 15 bludgeoning damage. And are immediately knocked into the ground.
Oh! Oh god, someone
Ow.
hit team because... Oh god.
Okay. And as this thing's turn, you're immediately face down into the ground. And it is your turn. Okay, so this thing is... Yep, you do have that. This thing is also barely alive anymore. You also still have the You also still have the... What did I call it again? Morale. There we go. You all have several options, and considering the state of both your team and the state of Miyuki, things can go very south or very north very fast. I'm gonna stand up using your movement. Ow! You get knocked flat on your face into the mud and just stand back up. Rabbit hop towards. Left. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him. Who exactly? Defer... What?
The
Defender,
defender.
bitch.
A defender, bitch. Okay. That's one.
Just use one for now. We can use one to take away.
Nice translation.
I am the queen of typos. Of course, I can read typos.
15, is it enough to hit one? 15 is not enough to hit it. I think you still have Bardic.
Yeah.
You have Bardic.
He has everything.
Actually,
He can
just-
use anything.
He has everything.
You have Bardic. I said gludsa dewey gut tuff. What die is that? D8. I think this one is... I don't think you need to roll the... it does another thing, which is explode, but do your damage first. I'm pretty sure. Creation Bard, read your ability.
22, I think.
Con save.
If it survives.
Oh, Sid, would you like... Look at this. With magical resistance, rolling a con save, it rolls a 3. And a 3.
I will strangle someone.
That's 7 damage. Okay,
That's another slot 7, I assume.
it's gone.
Bye.
Nice.
You have another blast. You could help Arleigh from her death sentence.
JK.
No, JK,
Okay.
okay.
I mean, you could try. You know what?
You
Why
could
can
hit
you
the
show?
bolter.
You still have a
You can
morale
hit the
saved in
bolter.
you.
Yeah, you could try to
I
go
won't
for
be
Miyuki,
grappled
but
anymore.
it'll probably be blocked because of the defender there.
You can
So
see
don't
the
kill
bolter
her.
due to
We're not
Arleigh's
supposed to
radius.
kill her.
Arleigh is currently just like holding her staff, like the awakened stone statue in the D&D movie, just trying to not have the scout bite her.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can I hit Ozzy's child?
She's-
If yes, then I'll hit her.
I also canonically think she's always trying to remind them, we're not here to kill her. You heard what Lito said.
Do you want to do it?
I mean, because the thing is with Miyuki, it will probably get blocked by the defender there. So if you're trying to
That
actually
too.
hurt something, you'll probably have to go for the bolter.
You can also go for the defender she's riding on.
Or that, but BCHP.
Or the
Okay.
Behir.
Eh,
Or, the scouts.
I mean, yeah, but the scouts aren't like, to me, they aren't as big of a threat. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can take out one of the bolters easily with one hit, maybe, if you're lucky. Like, the one below is really low, and the one above can maybe
We're
be
literally
taken out.
dying to the action economy. How does it feel to be on the other side?
Fox.
I
Wow.
wouldn't trust the roll. It's not. We need to
Also,
act-
reminder, this is Hexblade's Curse, which means crit chance is doubled.
Oh yeah, true. But again, the problem is it can get easily blocked by the defender.
Yeah, that goes... crits go past AC, so let's see if Midnight wants to stick to it.
I mean, if you want to roll the gacha, if you can get a crit, then by all means, but it can also kill her. That is the thing.
You have done 28 damage to her, and it looks like that.
Yeah,
Mid crits, she'll just die.
I mean, knowing Hare's luck, he will roll shed, but still, there is a possibility.
A crit's still a crit though.
No, I'll roll
2d10
shift.
This is hard. Decisions are hard. Yeah.
And, well, he adds his charisma modifier, 4, and then proficiency bonus to damage on a hexblade target. And your proficiency bonus, is it 4 now?
2d10. Yes, so 2d10 plus 16 if it crits.
It's a plus 8 on the d10 without a crit. That's
Yeah,
18 on the max. If it crits, there's a very good chance of kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
Okay, I'll just hit the scout on Arleigh. Well, that does hit the scout. Do you want to crit it with a d10 if you want? I don't think. Actually, no, it won't.
It's
It
not
will
possible.
not save it. What? Not possible. I mean, you could use advantage or something. 6.
Look, I told you, he don't shit. See? My hypothesis is always right to me.
Want to check something as a bonus action if you want that? You're knowledgeable in some things. Come on, you're students. I did hop. I guess you did hop. I guess
Wait,
that's
they
you.
don't
The
need-
rabbit, he hopped. He hopped his way to oblivion.
Yeah. To not die. Alright. Well, if that's you, Cobra is still trying to do the help action on Sinetis.
I keep forgetting Arleigh has a shield.
Which, you know,
That's your paint palette thing. Yep. Celeste, hey,
Yeah.
you got a turn.
I'm gonna BRB this, so just scream at me if you need me.
Celeste, time to make either the best decision of your life or not. What do I do, gang? Well, Sid just left. So, everyone else make a decision.
We have.
Oh no, Sid left.
I'm kind of going for the sleep or the haze, but it's up to you. Would sleep cancel concentration? I forgot
Yes.
what it does.
It would. Sleep is unconscious, the condition. Concentration has to be active, so sleeping breaks concentration.
If she counterspells this, then I might just like.
I think sleep might be the best option. I swear to God.
I don't remember. if
I'm
any
just
of us
gonna
have
walk away.
Counterspell.
I think Murdock does, but I don't think she prepared it.
On brand for Murdock. Well, I'm just gonna talk to Miyuki if it doesn't work.
Okay. Sleep on Miyuki. Level 3. Sleep is a 20-foot radius, so you first of all sit in a position within the cockpit and, well, presumably, or however big Sleep's radius is. I'm assuming you're trying to not get everyone else who has the potential to be put to sleep within.
I
So
have
like
no
that.
choice.
Actually, no, that's still... Well, you can't really see that point.
I literally have
works.
no choice but to be put to sleep.
Well, if Celeste rolls enough, you could not. But let's see. Alright, that's level 3.
We're like at equal half health, considering the health bars. But who knows?
Wanna roll the dice? This is like 5d8 plus 4d8. Is this like 9d8? 47. Alright, so this is what happens. Miyuki, on top of the Stone Defender, stands up to you, Arleigh. This is before this happens, as your turn is close enough anyway. Miyuki just points an open sleeve to you and says in a bit of a solemn voice, "You all didn't have to get yourselves involved in this. This is our fight, not yours." Snow, you hear that?
Yep, I did.
Any response as you're trying to not die down there?
She just look at her the best she can since she's prone, and I think she's just looking up at her right now.
Mm-hmm.
She just says, "All of us were supposed to be a part of this anyway. And yet we're still here. We're really trying to go through with this."
She hesitates for an answer. As she points her sleeve up, she sees the casting of a spell coming from Celeste. She looks towards it, sees its effect manifesting here as 47. Okay, let's see here.
I'm gonna fall asleep. That's more than what I have. Is it on your current
I'm
HP
pretty
or
sure.
max HP?
It's your current HP. First of all, we need to determine who has less HP between the two of you, because that will be the person put to sleep first. Arleigh,
Hell,
you have 29 HP. Miyuki,
29.
or
Pretty broke.
that's how much I got to you because of the damage I've been doing here.
Mine shows
Miyuki,
36, or I just did wrong math.
up to you. I was damaging you I have damaged you twice already. Or
Okay, I must have missed count. Or not. I'm confused.
what do you think? Because this may be important in who has less HP.
Let me do the math. Should have it in my... So 45, 4. How much damage did I take last time?
Though, I suppose, well, given it is sleep, sleep's radius actually doesn't have to be on solid ground. How far is sleep's range, Celeste? In terms of how you can cast its center point? It's 90 feet.
90.
Yeah, you can angle it in the air. So, Arleigh is currently down on the ground right now, prone.
I am
Sleep.
just being chilling on the ground.
Sleep is actually a spell that works really well in a third dimension. So I suppose you could just angle it in the air and have the radius not or barely graze Arleigh within your line of sight. Yeah, that works. Because Miyuki is put to sleep. As that is enough. As Miyuki is not immune to that. It caught by the Stone Defender still, but that is an unconscious Miyuki. That worked. Miyuki's active influence has currently temporarily been suppressed. Magic resistance is not active on the mechanical creatures. Good job, Celeste. Lila just whispers behind you. That's perfect. Quick, while we have a chance. Have anything else to do, Celeste? Now we just need to get her out of there. Anything else you want to do? Bardic on Arleigh
I'm gonna
then.
need that.
Hello, you'll need this. Please don't die. Alright, speaking of Arleigh, unless you're moving out of the mech, also, this thing is about to explode, well, in electricity. Arleigh, it's your turn. You just saw a bit of magic, a bit of magic swirls just come from the air as Miyuki seems to have been incapacitated for a moment.
Okay, well, I'm gonna stand up if I can. Can I?
Yes, actually.
Okay,
You're
so
still
I
next to
stand.
the creatures, and you can't move out of the radius of this thing.
What to do?
Can someone get rid of the scout that is about to explode next to us? Thanks.
Is that the
Well,
reaction thingy or what? Oh,
no.
wait.
No, it's just this thing still hasn't used its electric shock and is planning on trying to shock these two.
Oh, okay.
Polymorph yourself.
I mean, it stops me from dying.
or Murdock, who goes
Or Murdock.
after you. Don't you have like wild shape?
Yeah, that's.
But not a moon druid.
I'm not a moon druid. That's my action. I could heal someone then wild shape. Literally, all my bonuses are for healing you guys.
Polymorph is technically healing if you're giving them a whole other stat block of HP. How many actions do you have?
True. Aside from wild shaping and polymorph.
And how many big spell slots do you have left that you can use in your once per 40-minute turns?
I have 2 level 4s and 1 level 3.
Well,
and I still have the spell refueling ring.
Alright, it's your turn. You decide. You are restrained. You are grappled, but that doesn't restrict you from casting spells. So
I kinda need to be active on healing, so if we're doing polymorph, Murdock might be the best option. Or Midnight.
Or Midnight, who can also use that to crit. Critical 8.
I am using Harambe if we are going to polymorph.
And that thing does have a pretty scary single attack.
Yup. It could match with the Behir.
You can imagine what that does. Kong versus Godzilla.
Oh god, we're doing... Okay, so which one? Murdock or Midnight? M&M's, which one?
Midnight
So
does not have... Midnight, well, has 1 spell slot, I think.
True.
Murdock still has a 5th and like a couple 4th. Midnight is currently much worse off.
Midnight might be best, I think.
Do you need to concentrate? Yes. So it would also be important to keep it.
I'm kinda sandwiched between 2 things right now.
Concentrating on polymorph is 1 point to put it on yourself if it has con better than yours.
Is it an 8?
You could pop. The thing that goes next to you is no longer the engineer. It would be this thing, which has a direct line of sight to shoot you. You could polymorph that, I suppose.
It's a... I mean, does it work on constructs?
Does it say it doesn't?
It says a creature that you can see.
Constructs are creatures.
I guess. But like, we're looking at...
This thing shoots fireballs at you. It wouldn't be a waste, I suppose. This thing has AoE 5d6, so it wouldn't be a waste to neutralize it. So, polymorph on an enemy creature is a chance to fail, whereas on an allied creature is guaranteed.
Yeah.
Assuming they
that's what
give permission.
I- Hmm. Okay, so mid has a superior. Gyan drank his potion, Celeste took her potion.
Mm-hmm. That is a good point. Polymorphing mid, which does mean the potions sink into the polymorph.
Hmm. If I polymorph myself, could that just break me out of the strain? Or no?
Very likely, considering you turn from medium to huge.
Oh, I'm waiting for the guy's opinion. Which one's better? Because technically, I'm gonna go down for sure this round. Polymorph? Wild shape? I don't know.
Get out of there.
Hmm. Yeah, alright then. I'm ultra wild shape myself as a giant
Alright.
ape.
Oh, well, this is
So
a
far, I
moment.
closed my sheath.
Alright then. Well, tell us how that goes. As I give you all this track now. Alright. Go ahead. Narrate it.
Okay. So,
Get out of
let's see.
there.
So,
We can't
Sid,
hear you, Sid.
Your mic didn't work. Bruh.
I have been waiting months to use the song.
So,
Go
do
ahead.
you have anything, or are we going for the polymorph thing?
Arleigh wants to polymorph herself to both break out of this and deal some damage.
The healer isn't healing
Is this better?
anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying, if you do that, then none of us have healing. That's the only problem.
At this point, do you want healing or do you want just this thing to end?
I'm about
That is
to
also a
die
question.
anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, sure, I guess you can do it.
I mean, sure, I guess. Okay then. So
Yeah,
everyone just
I'm going
use-
down. I don't think there's any helping me anyway.
Yeah. Everyone
What do you
just
wanna
use
do?
Arleigh, raise her staff. She looks like she's gonna do her normal ritual for wild shaping until you see this massive pool of paint just spawn under her as she sinks under it. And then suddenly you hear this roar of fucking King Kong. The giant ape hand bursts through the paint and just starts climbing itself out.
As
I am the healer, but
sometimes we just gotta release all the rage. I have been healing you guys for 50 sessions. Fuck this.
exactly.
Okay, well that definitely breaks out of the harpoon. So, yeah. That just happened.
So the other students just see this happen, like, oh, what the fuck is up with her?
How much HP do you have?
Let me check. Don't close the sheet again. The giant ape has 157. So
Mhm.
that just adds up to mine, right?
Yep. If it's 29 HP.
It's 186.
Yep. Well, still keep note that you have 29 HP underneath that in case concentration breaks.
I'll just put it as 10 HP to make it easy.
Yep. How much total is that?
186.
Yeah, this is just gonna show up as full for the entirety of the spell. Well, that just happened, and things are pushed out. And you all see that. Well,
That's my
And that-
whole action. I could move.
mm-hmm. Do you want to? You still keep your stuff, mental stuff, or some of it, your
That's true.
personality mainly, so you still know to. And the ape is one particularly intelligent one. So you decide.
That would be 2 opportunity attacks, I think.
Mm-hmm. You are still concentrating on this, remember?
Okay, I'll just stay there for now. I have a range attack with the ape anyway.
Alright. Well, Arleigh just did that.
I
And
like how Lila's the next turn. It just happens.
Yep. Lila. Whoa, alright, she can do that. Oh, right, this thing. Lila, just, Well, we could just run away from it. Or we can smack it. Miyuki's currently not... Yep. Alright, let's see what you have, girl. She has already used that. She's already used that. She's also already used that. Alright then. Let's use a spell. Lila chants radiant words as the command of flee tries to, well, weave its way into the mental mind of the Bronze Scout. They have no magic resistance. This would be the best time to actually use a spell. As that is a 4, this thing is being commanded to leave. Alright. That should take care of that. Asleep. Bolter sees that and is not pleased. It does not recharge its explosion. And it tries to shoot you twice. What's the AC?
Well,
I think this is 2 hits.
Well,
12. Yeah, this definitely hits. As the bolter strikes you twice with these are just the pure lancing bolts. We're just trying to kill this thing. R2. This is going to be a bit. That's 2d10 plus 4. Oh yeah, we are putting this monkey down. Alright, well, that's going to be 36 damage to you, but that is 2 concentration checks.
9, 10, 11, 12.
Lila is able to help you if you fail one of these.
I do have
no.
Bardic as well.
Okay, where is she? There she is. You also have Bardic. You have the support of your allies to try and keep this up.
I'll just do this
So-
one by one, just in case.
Fight.
This is the second... No, the first con save.
That passes.
Second con save. Come on, Arleigh. You may be an ape. You're still Arleigh. Okay.
That is 19. Those are 2 passes. Alright. Good for you. Huh. Anyways. Yep. And that, yep, that's all it can do. Time for Murdock. Nice shot. Murdock goes to you, Gyan. Hey, Baldy. Wanna get out of there?
I mean, maybe.
Thought so. Come here. Another thunder step to get you out. Alright. And that explodes on this, explodes on this. Where do you want to go?
Preferably to my robot, maybe.
All right.
My robot.
Murdock takes you like here. Is that okay?
Yeah, that should be fine.
All right. And both the Behir and the Scout make a con save. Those are 2 fails. And this is going to be upcasted, definitely, because she no longer has... This is her last 4th level slot. But that was... Considering that saved your life, might have been useful. And this is going to be, I think, 40-10. I think, yep, that is 1d10 for slot above 3rd. That's pretty good.
Oh my god.
28 damage to move this out, not because what 15 feet what he was doing. 28 here. Here's half gone.
That is.
And you're safe. You're safe there. Now. Try not to die this time.
Wasn't the intention, but thanks, I guess.
Good. Thankfully, we have the big gorilla now. And Murdock tries to go over here.
Very Murdock thing to say.
That cat. 16 plus investigation is 10, so that's 26. Murdock takes a look at the freshly damaged. And finds the other weak point Celeste didn't choose. It's armor. He tries to look at it, no edge city. Gotcha. The Behir is affected by natural 20s, incapacitating it. The only condition is that it requires 2. It needs 1 more, and it can be incapacitated for a round.
Ooh.
But, well, for now, it is the Behir's turn, though, as it tries to wrap its tail around Sinetis. 24 around you, Sinetis. What's your AC? You have a shield still up.
Yeah.
But is 24 enough?
Do you not have
Metro?
see on?
I can check. You sure it's going to be like 17 plus 5? I think it's 22. It's plus 5 since it's not using shield. Am I correct? 17 plus 5 would be 22. 24 would be 22.
I mean, unless he has anything to like use that is probably his AC.
Yeah. He has his shield up. He has the shield spell up right now, so he can't really react anymore to that. This is unless somebody else wants to use a reaction like Celeste with Silvery Barbs again. The Behir is still a mechanical creature, but it might be smarter than the others. It has acted smarter if you want to try.
How much HP does Sinetis have right now?
67.
My god.
He was in the robot for most of the fight. And he's your best tank.
That is like more than triple of mine. What I have right now.
The easiest way I could see to save Sinetis if Celeste wants to gamble on another Silvery Barbs affecting the Behir now. Hopefully relying on it being smarter to actually comprehend it. If she wishes to try. Otherwise, this is going to be a grapple on Sinetis. A restrain, actually. Giving absolutely everything advantage on him.
Stella, are you
I
here?
realize I have 10 feet for my melee attack.
Is Stella also gone?
Stella? Celeste? Nice.
Oh, Retro is here.
Dear.
Retro, what's your
Hello,
AC?
Retro. Tree is being
You're about to get hit.
Yeah, what's your AC? Plus shield.
You already have your shield spell still up.
Yep,
22.
22.
Yep, a 24 would hit you. That is, unless somebody wants to do anything about it. The easiest thing I can see being Stella's interference if she wishes to. But assuming she can hear us.
Can someone ping?
Please, someone else. I currently am running on a single monitor right now. Stella did say BRB. So, I will give you guys some praise. I think we might actually be able to finish this session. You got some favorable.
Please don't go wrong.
The one time I choose to have Arleigh be off, and she becomes a fucking gorilla.
Well, you are in a desperate situation right now, considering
True.
all of your healing is practically being outdamaged right now, considering how bad some of you are.
This is gonna be the second time I play the ape. First was Lumine, now it's Arleigh. I have 10 feet. I wonder if I can reach the Hare without moving away from the defender.
How fast is it? Maybe we
The
can
ape
check right
has
now.
40 feet.
Well, we can
I have
definitely
10
move
feet
towards it. No, just barely. You'd have to get outside of the defender range.
Ah.
Though the defender's automatic knockdown only affects larger, smaller, so you wouldn't actually be knocked prone by it. Back.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hi, Stella.
Hello, Stella.
But
Give her the
technically
situation.
I have one.
Okay, so Retro is being attacked right now. He has 22 AC and he got hit for 24. If you do a silvery barbs, maybe it could go below his AC and he would be targeted by everything, assuming that it has an intelligence greater than 4.
Mm-hmm. You have seen it act more intelligent than the rest, so it is operating better, I guess that would be the term for it, than the rest of the constructs, considering it's the big boy.
Yep. The here.
Sure. Do it. Level 1?
Well, that was easy.
Yeah, then roll it.
That's go.
Minus 5, so yeah, that will definitely make it a miss. Do you want to give the +5 to someone right now? Yep, the Behir's intelligence is 7. It is affected by silvery barbs.
I mean, Sinetis is probably a best bet to give the +5 maybe.
Or, you know, or Arleigh, who's concentrating on this crucial polymorph.
Yeah, but she has Bardic and I have my reaction. It should hopefully be enough. Unless she was really bad.
There's also like 5 creatures that can potentially target her right now, considering she's the closest and the biggest thing there.
Really as big as the
Yeah.
Hare.
But we decided earlier on that we'll rather be aggressive than play defensive right now.
So go ahead. Can I take a look at the initiative? Oh, please, this is the end of it. Next round is this.
I mean, to be fair, if you look at it objectively, if everything attacks Arleigh, she has a higher chance of using it immediately. But Sinetis is also on the top of it. And he can do mad damage if he hits.
The +5 is only to the d20 roll, so it's an attack roll, yes. Not damage.
Yeah.
Best chance to hit.
Yep. He has a +10 to hit. The Behir you've identified has decent armor. Yes, that is correct.
I think
Would you believe me
she
if I
has
told you this is
decided
a...
on Sinetis.
Would you believe me if I told you this is a Persona song? Technically. Give it to Sinetis. Alright, Sinetis is buffed. That's a +5 on Sinetis' first D20 roll. And it definitely misses that, as that's gone. And well, it will then try to bite someone. Well, Sinetis, actually. You know what? Not bite Sinetis. It'll want to grapple him. Sinetis, contested grapple. Athletics. This would use it.
It's acting way smarter than a 7, by the way.
It's more the logic of, I can't hit this thing is in the way, let's get rid of this thing. 25. It's huge, so it'll definitely have advantage.
I guess that would be 30 if it uses up the 5, unless he already added it.
Yep. Oh, it has to add. It auto adds. Yep. It just
mean,
is the first
roll.
one.
Oh,
Then that's a 30.
30.
This thing, well. Alright. You are still safe. And that is going to be, well, first of all, it'll move here.
Okay, Snow, guess who can hit it now?
It's going to be trying to make its way towards Celeste. Oh, you are so getting hasted next turn.
Well, it's going near me, so that's good.
Stone Defender. Trying to hit the big monkey. Natural 1. No, it doesn't.
Damn.
Oh shit, I reset the initiative. No!
No.
This is
on
we're
round
going.
6, right? Or
No, it's
7?
round 8.
We're at 8.
Yeah.
We were. That
No,
was
but
7.
We were on
Now
7,
it's 8.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a few
We have
seconds.
2 more
Furious,
rounds of the...
Mouse Gober. Mouse picks Gober.
Okay. And well, before the initiative starts, more stones are being thrown by the students, giving anyone trying to attack the Behir advantage.
Oh, that would be tasty.
And yep. Well, you just know it does. You remember it. Just. Though, as a consequence, they are getting closer. Scout is currently just too pummeled by the mech to move. So right now it's Sinetis. You currently have several things around you right now. Hello, Retro? It's you.
We have 2 snakes, a scout, and the Behir.
On the big snake. Well, you would have advantage on it thanks to the students' help. Mage might stuff. Yep. Sinetis actively using his extra feet now. Feet?
I
What
will
feet?
use
He
it
has a
soon.
tail.
Maybe. Oh my god.
30 to hit definitely hits.
30. Goddamn.
Man, if only he had the blessing thing, that would be a pretty easy way to crit. Unless he rolled really terribly, which is, I guess, possible.
You can never trust RNG.
I like how everything I say has to be followed up with if it hits.
23.
That's the good of giving advice and saying, it's up to you.
Alright.
Doesn't Booming Blade also like trigger when it moves again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it has to move, so it triggers.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a bonus action to the small snake that's hurt. Mm-hmm. Or the scout.
Yeah,
You choose which.
The snake seems more low health.
Mm-hmm. The snake also has 90 HP base, so that could just be ratio.
Mm-hmm. Quick, do maths. What is 90 divided by 5?
The scout keeps giving help. I'm gonna smack the scout. Alright, a fair choice. That will definitely smack it. 13.
Nice.
As you smack it, you destroy it. Alright.
Sinetis single-handedly clearing up the battlefield. You love to see it.
when
He's
Shinji
the fighter,
finally
that's what he does.
leaves the robot. That's me. Oaken Bolter. Now this is a decider. Doesn't recharge. Alright.
Let's go.
Well, it will try to do a thing, which is harpoon the big ape.
I
Makes
mean,
sense.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's a terrible roll, but what's its
Who
modifier?
else would you hit other than the giant ape?
That is going to be 6 plus 7 is a 13, is it not?
It's one.
Is it exact?
Still hit.
Yep. Well, alright. It's gonna harpoon you, which is going to hit you for, first of all, an amount of damage equal to 3 plus 4, 7 damage, but the important thing is you are grappled by it still. Your arm is currently has a harpoon wrapped around it, disallowing you to move closer to the Behir. And well, it will try to shoot.
Oh.
Oh no. Well, now might be a good time to use those things.
Yeah.
Have
Bardic
have +4.
Plus 4, that's 8. You only need a 10. It's save, right? Yes?
Save.
Yep, con save.
Yeah, Lila could also contribute to this.
Isn't Bardic like you roll 2 and then take the higher roll or something?
For saving throws, I believe it's just roll once, but you also gain temp HP. For this case.
But why roll?
If
It's
it-
just a D8.
Yep.
Celeste?
It's a D8.
Okay.
Celeste, figure out how much HP it actually gives. That's 5. So, assuming Gyan also gives up the reaction, that will pass.
Yep. I mean, I
Giving-
get it next turn. I don't really care.
The number plus my charisma modifier, which is 5.
I try
So
and get
that's
rid of the bolter so I can move.
so that's 10. Arleigh, since polymorph technically isn't actually temp HP, you also gain 10 more HP back, so that's 153 HP you are at currently. Alright. And you are saved there with the Bardic.
A polymorph HP, right?
Yep. But, well, this
How
thing
much?
does have an... in terms of total, you have 153 total HP. That's your Bardic's temp, the polymorph HP, and your base HP, all in one. So it should be that. Also, you're getting shot again, because of course you are.
Total is
with that.
154, right?
So that's going to be 16. And that's going to be 20 flat damage to you, so you just lose the HP you just got. But you are a big ape. Also, concentration check again. Thankfully, still a DC 10.
Minus the ape HP, so I won't confuse myself.
You can just have me.
8 HP.
Yeah. 8 HP. Yeah. Just the total is 133 now.
Okay, I'll just count on you because.
Yep. It'll only really matter. Yep. It'll only really matter once we start going below the 29. Okay, well that thing still isn't putting you down in it, but it has grappled you. Gyan.
Of course, it goes on that.
Wow.
Gyan. Well,
Okay, I'm gonna go to my defender and I'm gonna do the mending.
alright. Zvim.
Jan just dons the mask again and does the same thing he did to the Behir. You don't know if he's fixing or breaking shit.
Go ahead.
He should come back
At?
to. Oh wait, let me check.
Yeah, I was asking come back at what? As the seas the day.
Oh, actually, you know what? I don't need mending. I can do it with my tools, which get it back at full.
Alright. Is your tools a single action to use to make them at full?
Yep, you can use your
Alright.
Smith's tools as an action to revive it.
Alright, Marla's fully back. Level 9. Nice. Assuming that was your action, you have your bonus action to command Marlet again. And
Which is exactly what I'll do, as it will move to the below bolter, and I'll move back into the aura.
it's gonna smack the bolter.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Which one has me grappled
This
again?
one.
Okay.
22. Punch. Kapow. For 7. At
And
you?
as he hits, you see like gears and shit breaking out from like the bolter and fly to Gyan's like gauntlets as he gets healed for
2. Nah, give him 12. And then Sid disappeared, never to be seen again. No, 10!
Ooh, 10.
Okay, okay.
Nice.
the best healing
See?
roll I've ever held.
The hype music is backing you up, apparently. Alright. You're actually doing
That's
this.
my turn.
Scout. Oh, is it this one? Okay, wait. Oh, it's this one, this tiny one that's still alive. Sure, why not? It's gonna bite the ape. What else is there? It's a big ape. Surprisingly, this one actually misses at an 11.
Ooh, just barely.
Surprise
And-
look at your face.
This is affected by Lila's spell command, which just makes it flee, allowing it to go both here and harmlessly cause its lightning to shoot out where nothing is affected. Thanks, Lila. Cobra. Alright, it's just
On
Cobra
its
is just
last
going
legs.
to, on its last leg, still try to bite Sinetis for a natural 1. No, nothing they can
wow.
do about that.
Bobbers.
All of the natural ones in this fight have been rolled by the enemies.
Don't jinx
Midnight. Midnight, you could put a stop to this because of Murdock pointing out a flaw in its design. It doesn't even take much. Just a rapier would be enough to crit it.
I mean, it takes 2 crits, right? Oh, welcome back.
He already critted once in the first session of this fight.
Well, good thing you kept track of that because we did not. At least we didn't.
Oh, it's my turn. Does someone want to explain to Haya what we just talked about?
Basically, the Behir, if you crit it, it can't move for a turn. And you're right next to it right now. So if you can hit it within like 15, like a roll 15 on the die, you could probably crit it.
And let it not move.
Yep. Also, can you move your Hex Curse? Or is it just stuck on Miyuki?
I think that's just a Hex spell. The Hex Curse is there until the creature dies. I think. Unless... I don't know. Can it? Can't. Yeah, Hex Curse is stuck on Miyuki until Miyuki actually dies. It's kind of a very morbid effect. I can't use sword. I can use sword. Yeah, it doesn't... All that matters is a d20, honestly. You can punch this thing with an unarmed strike, and if it crits, it will work. Depends what you want to do. This might be a good time for it. What's the plan, boy? Sword. I can't really move. So... What do you want to do, hero? Yeah, I'll use the rapier. You haven't pulled this thing out with your normal training in quite a long time. You honestly forgot the sword training regular nobility gave you. You've been pretty reliant on your magical one. But well, you aren't exactly bad with a regular one. That's 17 plus 8 for a 25. Would hit for a normal. Do you want to use it? Okay. Well, everyone, pray for at least a 3. On a d10.
Come on. Nice.
That's 9. Alright then. Critical hit it as you, well, disable the Behir, however you want to describe it. If you want to describe it at all. You can have someone do it for you if you want, if it's too slow to type. You're disabling it. Okay. However you want this to go. Sid, I'm forcing you. Alright, Sid, apparently you get to describe this. Warm up your DM bones. Sid?
Oh, what the fuck, I was eating an orange.
I just said
orange.
No, no. I was just saying that. Yep. Mid is critting it, and I was saying like you can have someone else describe the crit for you if it takes too long for text. 11 damage, but is still enough to get into the inner workings of it to crit it.
Sure, let's say this happens. Mid sort of closes his eyes and like has to remember his like traumatic past to figure out how the fuck to swing a sword, and he takes a deep breath, does like Demon Slayer magic shit, and then his rabbit hop, he just jumps up onto the Behir and then pokes his eyes twice because it's a crit and he gets 2 hits technically, and now it can't see shit and it can't do shit. Boom.
That is actually true. I don't know if you actually remember it, but the first crit that Midnight did was actually to its one eye.
Oh, Well,
So yeah.
yes, I definitely do that. 100%.
So he went for the other eye. Alright, it's incapacitated for a round. It won't do anything at all this turn. Good job, Midnight. Well, moving out is no longer a problem. I'm gonna healing word myself.
Yo. I wanna move close to be here so bad. I wanna just punch it. Nah, I'll just throw a fucking rock
I
at
love
it.
that emote. Wow, Poggers, 7 HP. Well, that like doubles your current HP, so good enough. You can move away now, this thing can't do anything.
Thing is, there's enemies everywhere he goes.
Mm-hmm.
Or he could just go next to Lila and Celeste.
Yeah. I'ma do that. That works. As Midnight pulls back, the adrenaline and the boost from Lila fading from you, you are starting to realize now so more than ever how grave your situation actually is. Though there is a thrill flowing through your veins. You haven't fought this hard with your normal strength in a while. Lila looks to you and just says, "Good job. I think we can do this now. Everyone go!" Okay, assuming that's you. Thank you, my lord. Cobras are still going to try and hit Sinetis. Still missing, though. Nothing can hit Sinetis. Celeste. Haste. On the ape?
On Sinetis.
On Sinetis. Okay. Go, go, go. Alright. Sinetis, take the drugs. He is literally immortal
He's
now.
literally immortal.
Any bonus actions? Okay, question first. What are the limitations on the chronal step thing? I can cast another spell with my bonus action? Yes. Actually. Well, you would, if you didn't already use haste. Yeah. It would still apply to normal. You can use it to cast a spell, assuming you already didn't use it for an action. I was saying to yes, as in, yes, you can use it to cast a spell. But not if you already cast a spell as normal. It's still a bonus action. What do you mean I can't cast another spell? Them's the Bardic on Arleigh again. That's it. Well, you do have a lot of bonus actions. Not right now, though, apparently. And is that it? That's it. Arleigh. Alright then. Well, you do have a current problem. You are currently, grappled by the bolter. This one. Though...
I'm assuming breaking free is an action.
Yep. Though, your restriction is you can't move away from it, so you still have to maintain a 40-foot distance from it. Throw a rock at it.
I was just gonna
Or-
throw a rock at it.
Or, I actually have a better suggestion. Throw it! You're a huge ape.
You know what?
So, guess what?
It's the rock.
It's
Why
the rock.
not make it be the rock?
No, do the thing that I said you could do in the past game.
What? Which one?
I said it this morning, if you remember.
Did you?
Just yield the thing on
Oh,
the
wait.
defender.
I remember.
SMH,
I remember
SMH.
now. You said this morning. That was afternoon. Anyway, I'm gonna throw the
It
His
is
morning.
the
for
bolter
me.
at him.
Okay. I would require a check from this, though. Strength check?
I'll give you +4 if you need it. I don't care. I want to see this succeed.
Well, the strength check is a +6 because the ape is big, strong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that checks out.
My god.
You couldn't have saved that for the attack roll, bot?
I know, right?
But yes,
Come on, bot.
you pick this thing up. This thing is your rock attack. Throw it. Go ahead.
Can I pull it using the string from the bolter?
Yep, that was the point.
Okay.
This thing is your rock now. Throw it.
Do I still have advantage to be here? Or no?
No, it's
The-
just
the students doing
incapacitated.
The rock thing. Oh,
Sinetis kept using it.
okay. +9. Let's see. Come on. Use it. That's
Yes, I'm
16.
greedy. 16 is gonna miss.
Oh, come on.
You have everything you can use
If you
on it.
want-
Bardic.
If you have friendship, use that, or bardic. If all else fails, I have the
I don't have
+4.
any friendship.
Use the bardic then.
Is Bardic still a 1d8?
Mm-hmm. Yeet it. Go.
I need to eat this motherfucker before.
20.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say this thing probably fails whatever save the Bardic thing does, so what else does the Bardic do? Con.
For
Yeah, I'm just gonna
mage,
it's
yeah,
incapacitated. Just do it. Yep. Assume it fails. It's incapacitated right now. Assume it fails. Go ahead. And yeah. Arleigh, you can use your rock attack now. 4 additional thunder damage.
Just add the +4 to your roll. Easy.
You know, it said you find the gift. I'm gonna roll my
Is it
which is
the
the swirling swing. Yeah. I'll just
Oh.
add a +4 for the thunder.
I was gonna do the Zeke throw because monkey. Oh my god!
Okay, so this is going to be that to both of them. It's still somehow alive. But you have an entire turn to wail on it.
Yeah. This just got a whole lot more fun.
But yeah, that was pretty good. You are no longer grappled if it matters.
That's good.
Okay, wanna move?
Did it take the damage? Like the bolter?
Did what? Yep, it
The
did.
bolter? Okay, nice.
I'm gonna move left and then up.
That would provoke from the stone defender.
Can't she just not move up?
Oh, yeah,
She
I'll
can.
just not move up then. I just wanna be next
Alright.
to it as possible.
Then it will be Lila.
Fucking yeet.
when the healer has finally had enough. Lila. Well, she does control the mech, so let's probably just put out this bronze scout before it can do anything. Sure, somebody, anyone can do this. Roll me 2d20s plus 9.
I nominate Stella to do it.
That's
Good
going to be a
job.
24. And it's going to be... That's G6, not D6. Firstly, 10 damage to this scout. It's gone. A 17 would go here. Oh, not you. A 17 would go here. And protect the students as Lila moves. And punch the Cobra for 11 damage. Still alive though. Everyone! She turns back to the students. Keep safe. We're here. Miyuki is still asleep. The Bolter. Next to Marlet. Still does not recharge.
Nice.
It will move. Yeah, it will move away from Marlet. Marlet can attack. Sid. 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 That hits. For 5 damage.
You know what? As it hits again, the things again fly out. But this time, instead of going to Gyan, you just strike right back at the bolter.
And does that do anything? For 10 to the bolter?
No. Yep.
Nice. Look at Marlet. As it continues to fire 2 shots at this big ape. Both of them hitting because it's a big fucking ape.
Big ape. Yeah, makes sense.
And hope you can do something against this as 2 more damage sets. 26 damage to you, but that is 2 concentration saves, more importantly.
Let us see.
What's my HP now? I'll just follow your math.
107.
That's it. Come on, please. Okay.
Yay.
Okay, that's 2 passes. What does Murdock's thing do again? Let me check.
She could get the final blow on the behavior.
Targeted hurting creatures, wisdom.
Yeah, it's like nearly down.
Yep. You probably save it for that. Well, yep, well. The thing about... Okay. Murdock asks Sinetis a question. Hey, mind getting soaked? She asks to have the fighter risk a dexterity save, being hasted, that much HP and everything. Let's make this a bomb.
Is it 1,000 Rivers or something else?
Nope, just a big old acidic sphere right in this area. Don't mind. Yeah, he's hasted, he has that much HP, all of these things are nearly dead. She's like weighing the options. Hey, mind taking a couple bit of damage so that we can kill all of these? And well, that's his approval. Alright then. Venom is thankfully hidden enough away.
Venom's just been hiding throughout the whole fight, hearing all of this going on.
Where is this? Yep, like that. As that is going to be 5th level.
Kill the here.
Okay, so that's gonna be 9d6. Who wants to roll 9d6? For 27, and there's Yatsulak.
That's a
Yeah.
roll I
Holy
expect from
shit.
Murdock.
Yep, that's a regular
lot of
Murdock
fun.
roll. And well, Sinetis, I would like you to make me a dexterity save. That's probably buffed by haste. Venom, I will grant Venom the mercy of not being hit by Murdock. And everything else is just going to start rolling. Oh, look at you, Cobra, rolling an actual 20. 16.
Wow.
16 is exactly Murdock's DC, actually. Good for you. So you actually managed to exactly pass. Okay, so you take... It's going to be, what, 27? So that's going to be 14 acid damage to you, Sinetis. This Cobra is going to be dead. This thing is going to be taking 14. Wow, somehow the bee... Actually, no. Wait.
Is it dead?
Pacitate... No, I'm just looking something up. Okay, it doesn't really change things. Okay, this one though takes 27. The Behir still takes half from it, is what I was checking. The Behir takes 14. And is destroyed.
Dead. Finally.
Murdock pulls up the glasses and just smiles at the camera. Alright then. That was pretty good. As the Behir crumbles into the bog. It can't do anything. It's only the Stone Defender's turn, which has had enough of this and jostles Miyuki awake. That's all it does.
Oh, she just wakes up to a fucking King Kong.
Yup. Sinetis, back to you. Hello. Still one more Cobra. I'm gonna smack the alive snake. With Booming Blade. Alright. At 28, definitely hitting it. Alright then, deal your damage. Ting! 22 slash. God damn, he's actually putting a dent in these things. Hasted action smack. Ting! 15. Actually still hits. Go ahead. For another 11. Barely alive. You'll feel a bit of corrosive acid on your skin, but, well, you can power through it. Bonus action smack. Ting. Alright. And go Eldritch Knight for 15 more damage.
Bro is destroying that thing.
And is actually destroyed. Would you look at that? Reminder, both of these had 91 HP.
Yep.
Yeah. Wanna move?
Wanna
You have
move
free
down
movement
so
now.
you can...
And I'm gonna move to Miyuki. Uh-oh.
For like 5 years.
No, he's hasted.
Oh, right. And that thing is massive, so...
Well, this thing is still here, so you currently have to deal with the defender. But yes, you are here. Nice. Bolter is still here. And you know what? If something happens, Okay, it
Oh my
does.
god, of course it is.
It's gonna shoot upside down, catching itself in the explosion, both itself and the monkey. It's upside down, it can't really aim. It's just gonna shoot and kill both of you. Well, mainly itself, but mainly getting you.
Does it also get the defender?
Yeah, it does. It has this, so it grabs. Let me check. Is that radius getting the scout? Nope, it's not getting the scout. It's getting. Yep. Alright then. Arleigh, make me a dexterity save.
Who has the higher dex? Oh wow, the 8.
Stone Defender surprisingly passes.
Oh, of course I don't.
That's 8. Is it 5d6 or 5d8? Wait, let me check. It is 5d6, so I am correct. You take 15 damage, Arleigh. And it
What's my
takes...
HP?
You are currently at 92. And it is just gone. It destroys itself.
Oh, okay.
As this also takes 8 damage. Oh goddamn, that was a way to go out.
I'm still a monkey.
Gyan. Oh my god, you're winning.
Or the one right next to me. The skull.
Miyuki is conscious again. You have a feeling that, considering she's a bit of a smart cookie, she might not favor this and might plan to run away.
Not my
Oh, of course it's my turn as I get dinner.
Anyways, it's a tradition. Whenever it be away somewhere.
Okay, Sam, move to me, as
I didn't catch the actual filter that was looking at me here, but I didn't play the story. You can see me just struggling to stand up on the platform on the stone defender, just kind of obviously grunting, seeing that she's hurt and barely any is still alive at this point. You can tell she knows that it's a desperate situation now.
I'm attacked twice.
The defender. Okay. Hi,
I can only select.
It is true. Ayo. The defender clearly has full HP.
You forget I'm a monkey who can do 3D 10. Jesus.
No need to check that hits.
You are right now.
Okay. 24 actually still keeps her alive. Marlet?
Arleigh is the last match.
Again. I mean,
Marlet coming in with a steel chair! No, Marlet is the steel chair.
It's real
you know what?
steel.
Sure. Let's go. Let's get the robot.
Marlet jumps into the ring, hops off the bolter, and goes in for an aerial punch.
It's real steel. Oh my god.
Go, Adam. That hits.
Oh my god.
Miyuki has 3 HP.
WWE.
Oh, then she goes down because it's
Yep.
a minimum 5.
And well,
Non-lethally.
describe it as Ozzy's here in the VC with us.
Marlet catapults himself off the fucking thing, the bolter, and then brings his fist down. But instead of like his fist actually hitting Miyuki, his arm just opens up and a tiny stream of piss comes out. Not piss, just water. It's just murky water, but it looks like this.
Oh my god.
Remember how Azi wanted to make a piss bot? Well, there you go.
Fuck you! Oh yeah! Remember how Ozzy also drank dog piss at one time?
I remember that story.
True. Yep, that happened IRL.
Dog piss! Well, and that's how Miyuki goes down, unconscious.
Yep.
Off the hell in a
And-
cell.
Wow, and at that signal, at this point, I can just ask you guys, you win the fight. Do you want to still pointlessly continue initiative, or shall we just skip? There's like 2 things alive, 3 actually,
There's one defender.
and the defender, well, considering the situation right now, do you want to play around with your food for a bit, or do you want to just say, we skip to when you win the fight? In case you want to have Arleigh just mess around as an ape for a bit more, I don't know. What do you want?
Arleigh's definitely smashing the defender till it's down.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, you win the fight. Do you want to keep pointlessly playing the initiative just to, I don't know, mess around, do some stuff? Or do you want to just skip to when it ends?
I wanna see how much damage Arleigh does.
Up to you all. Yeah. Because, yeah, stuff happens. If you want, we could just do Arleigh's if no one else is doing anything. Okay then, sure. Alright then, Arleigh, go ahead. No longer initiative. Or just want to see what you do.
Let the healer release all her pent-up frustrations. Assuming I can even hit. Or do I just roll damage?
Roll to hit, sure. This thing can't defend itself too well because it's mainly to defend others. It has 16 AC. Both of those hit.
Let's see how much damage this does. No, not 3DW0. That's 51.
That is 51. And we smash into this defender, pummeling it down into the ground. Holy shit.
Oh my, that's tough.
And with that being said, the other scouts probably get obliterated.
Mhm.
And, well, the bolter tries in vain to get out, but probably gets shot or get thrown at by a big rock.
Probably both.
And with a mass of students swarming to come save you all, suddenly things
Gotta make sure that defender is
grow
fully broken.
quiet. Oh my god, perfect song transition. I did not intend for that to end right as the song actually ended, so props. And
Well, once the defender's fully broken down, Arleigh's gonna gently just grab Miyuki.
yeah,
What better way than
As-
King Kong to hold someone?
as Miyuki is gently grabbed, everyone else can see that the fight is over.
I'm gonna say as a monkey, this is a polymorph spell, I'm not wasting it.
The Ruin Grinder deactivates, its purpose having been served. Lila painfully steps out of it, assuming Celeste does too, as she leans, pained, onto the robot. The rest of the students come to her aid, trying to prop her up, make sure she doesn't fall over, and generally just be thankful for what she's done. Well, you've all done. Miyuki is unconscious unless you're all doing something. Celeste, Lorene moves to you. And, well, you would expect her to come to you first, but she leans to the ground, picks up a rock, and throws it at the already smashed Bahir. And that's what you did for my... and that's for what you did to my girlfriend. Quite was just like, Midnight, get the fuck out.
Damn.
So you stabilize Miyuki.
I'm gonna walk right next to Celeste, and Celeste, you just feel
As the
ground
ape?
shake.
Yep.
As the ape, yes. I'm staying as the ape. I'm not wasting this spell.
Oh my god, Arleigh, is that you? Oh wow.
She just nods.
Well, that's an impressive work of art if I ever saw one. That, I can agree. And like over here. Thanks for not dying. And for keeping us safe. That too. Thanks, got him real good. So, what you doing? The fog is still up.
I'm gonna glance to Lila and give her like this expression saying that she is fine. Somehow.
Thanks. Lila looks up to the fog. Just asks, why didn't you all try to get away? Mel probably answers, this fog is keeping us here. I don't think we can. I already tried running what I assume is 10 laps around the swamp, and well, for all I've tried, it seems like you just keep coming back to here wherever I go. It's creepy. Well, what's causing it? But, well, she doesn't really have the energy to keep standing. What do you do? You're currently still apparently stuck here.
Could Arleigh, with her height, see anything else?
Your height doesn't give you much advantage in the still thick fog.
Makes sense.
It's all around you, it seems. Well, there is one person here who seems to know what has gone on, but she's currently unconscious.
We're just holding her like King Kong holding the woman.
Yep. What's the plan? Yeet her.
Wow.
And that's the last we ever saw of Miyuki ever again.
What are Gyan and Sinetis doing?
Sid is eating.
Oh yeah.
Sinetis is doing, I don't know, ask Retro. Probably puking up from the drugs.
The energy just goes down. Is my totem still up?
It would probably have disappeared by now, considering the 1 minute. I'll take Miyuki's mask and examine it. You take off Miyuki's mask and see... Actually, I have it. I don't have it immediately on the map tool, but I do have unmasked Miyuki. Yeah, Ozzy was prepared! I'm so smart for that.
Meanwhile, me
damn,
who just did it for Hilaja for the fuck of it.
I need to do this. And I need to do this. Okay, there we go. And you see Miyuki as you remember her. If it did not save. Oops. Once again, try take 2. There we go. And you see Miyuki as you remember her. That doesn't look HD. You can take this in the Discord chat. You see Miyuki untainted as you remember her. Well, looking a bit more grown up, obviously, but that's her. Unconscious and... At least it's her. Kinda. Lila walks over to try and see. Shall we wake her up? Someone missing. Someone not here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, you were just big.
I'm gonna look at the others and see what they think, if they should wake her up.
Also, Gyan, as you took off her mask, you can feel a lot of magic imbued into it. Definitely. It is a source of something. It might be best to wake her up. It doesn't take a detect magic to know that a reek mask is magical. I'll examine it and destroy it. Alright, if you want to examine it, roll me an Arcana check. Natural
Wow.
1. Do you want to change that? Inspiration.
Okay,
21.
that's better.
An Auric mask is a special thing. It simultaneously conceals the identity of the Auric in terms of immunity to all forms of divination, as well as give them the power to, well, adapt their various disguises that they wear. It is definitely a significant item for one to possess. For a recruiter such as her, it, well, is a source of much of their power. It allows for, well, expert psychic ability for those even not trained in the arts. And, well, it's generally an enhancement of some kind. But as you continue to inspect it, Gyan, with your first instinct naturally being to destroy it, you also see a very crucial part of it. It is bonded to her. It is, in a way, tied to Miyuki, not just in an attunement of magical item level, but rather as a check, a shackle. As memories in your mind flash back to when you fought another recruiter during the end of your second year. Her final imparting image as she lies down on her knees in defeat, her fiery hair fading away, a mask cracking, splitting in the middle, and her entire body, well, atomizing, for lack of a better term. You see now that these masks tie the Auric, well, to the organization. As, well, destroying them kind of destroys the Auric that owns it.
They got you good, huh? Well, I guess there's no choice but to keep it for now, but I don't know if you can hear, you probably can't, but well, you might be fed up with all the failures you've had in your life, but well, this doesn't suit an inventor at all. Hopefully you realize that one day that failure is just part of the journey, and then he stores it away in his backpack.
Did you wake her up?
Yeah.
Miyuki, you are awake. And Ozzy, since you're here, do you want to actually respond to that? Or do you want to just let me...
I'm just gonna keep my hold on her.
Aziz.
Oh wait, I'm not
Yeah.
prepared. That's alright. I'm just asking if you want to. I have...
I doubt. I think Dispel Magic would also lead to the same result, would it?
Yeah, I have Dispel Magic. I thought of it, but it's practically the same thing.
It might not be safe either, yeah.
Remove curse, maybe? Well, for now, let's
could
see
take-
the response
yeah.
before that.
Oh, we don't know if it's cursed or not.
Do you want me? Do you just want me, Ozzy? It's alright.
Ozzy's like,
Sure. Miyuki, with, well, her long white hair just now, both dirtied by the bog and all of the fights. Bangs just falling forward edgily. Azula in the finale of Avatar The Last Bender. If you haven't watched it, go watch it, please. Just the look of someone who's failed. Not just this thing, but a failure in purpose, from what it looks like, everything they wanted. That kind of failure. The look of someone who may have been wanting to do this for a long time. My favorite girl failure, no! It was unfair, you know. She responds weakly. It was me to do that, yes. But also, you all. You're lucky, she says weakly, to have been born able to choose. You said there was never a chance to get to know me. Will you give me that now? Do you want to hear Miyuki's backstory?
I mean, sure, why not?
Alright.
Let's hear Aziz. Let's hear how good Aziz's storytelling is.
I don't think Ozzy even remembers this, but we talked about it maybe a whole year ago.
we forgot.
So,
I shall judge your backstory writing.
well, it wasn't really.
JK.
It was half her, half me because I needed to get the lore intact. Let me find this.
Monkey Arleigh's gonna sit as they listen.
Campfire time.
Gyan gets a tiny piece of, I don't know, something out and lights it on fire.
Mm-hmm. So it started the day I was born. No, it's not. No.
It all started when I was a little fox.
The Kitsunes, a mystical race. You've heard of them through your mutual connection with someone who's descended from their bloodline, Olivia. Well, in a way, much diluted now. But they still exist as one of many varied and mystical and magically powered races of Arcadios, the world you're in. They themselves are naturally divine creatures. If the radiant glow, the multiple tails, the mystic arts that are naturally, well, capable of being done by all members of its race. A natural connection to the divine and the higher power is something valued by them. This and the desire to connect closer with these higher powers is perhaps the end goal of, well, many of them. One could even say it's the culture, the religion. In a world without gods, one can only pray that there is higher divine, a greater force out there. And so, mostly in seclusion, its people, well, isolated themselves, dedicated to their own arts, mysticism, beliefs, development, and eventually come to access to the modern world, or as you know it, education. They learn of a powerful figure that seems to always exist in Arcavios, no matter what, a constant, more than just an oracle elected by the biggest school in the world in terms of importance, but a divine figure, the closest thing to it. They see in their almost Greek-like study the pattern of, well, life, existence, and relationships between an oracle and one of the many great divine titans, the Archaics. Through observations, espionage, whatever they did, a correlation was made, as these isolated people knew the ways of the giants, of the many-armed, omniscient-seeming Archaics, and were able to decipher many conversations that they've had before. Through this, it seems, at the very least, Miyuki's population learned of the correlation between the Oracle and what they would eventually become, or rather, have always been. A being sent back in time, or rather, a being that has existed since time itself started flowing. The death of the mortal Oracle re-establishing itself, pre-establishing itself as a guardian of the world itself. What greater divine position is there but to become a god? And so they learned this existence and knew that the spread of its knowledge outside, well, would cause much disaster. They kept it to themselves and resolute. A plan of sorts, if you could call it that. Learn, take a position, and graduate within the esteemed university for a chance, well, of becoming one of these fated oracles. However, that was never meant to be, as fate ultimately decides that she would never be one. She was sent a folly of a mission to prove a wrong they always knew. Despite all the training she was put through in her life, despite all the expectations placed upon her shoulders, they all knew in the end nothing would come of her mission to become it, especially after the identity of the next had been known. So what could she even do? Her performance as a regular student, special in blood, but treated as the same equally by everyone else. Was she just supposed to enjoy that? Settle down? Maybe. A friend here or two might have convinced her there. But struggle, frustration leads to deviance. Some outside of a strong group with no inner motivation to find it in themselves, to form those tight connections. Just snap, break off. She was never meant to be here. She was never meant to go here. They all knew that she was just sent here to fail. Dragon's Guard, that could have been a dream, but still, it was second best. It was, but you can't succeed this, but you can at least be that. What did she even want? She didn't know. But someone claimed to have an answer. All she needed to do was put on the mask. She didn't need to see, or rather, she didn't need to see what everyone else wanted her to see. She learned even more, perhaps more than everything else ever told her. A secret of this world. A secret that would shock anyone to learn. In the purple light, in the violet glow, she was told. Ultimately, whatever she decides, it didn't matter. Someone else was deciding for her every step of the way, beyond her control, beyond any of our control. Last-ditch attempt. One last chance to prove herself. She closed herself off. The heart that formed a connection. In the end, they aren't people, she told herself. They're puppets. They just don't know. They don't know what I know. If they knew, well, she didn't want to answer that question. She feared coming to this. But well, it did come to this. She's facing you now. She's facing all of you. A failure? Maybe. Someone was just lost? Well, that's up to you. Unforgivable is what she calls herself. Pointless, useless. This journey, this purpose, it didn't matter. But the look she gives you, it's like she's asking, do you know the answer? You may respond now. Oh my god, I made that up all on the spot. Not the lore, the speech. You can continue.
I can't really say anything. I'm monkey.
I still got it in me.
So Arleigh will give like a gentle pat with her finger on her shoulder.
Gyan will extend his hand to her to help her up since she's, still on the ground technically.
I'm holding her, so she's already up.
I mean, it looks like she's still down, so let's just say she was down.
Probably.
Yeah, Gyan just helps her up. I'm gonna be honest, I don't have the answer to what you've been through. I haven't been through it, and I can't tell you what to do or what to feel. But let me tell you, being lost and feeling like you've, well, failed is normal for an inventor, for someone who makes things for a living. Let me tell you, Marlet has been through many failures. Even now, you saw him go down. That doesn't mean he doesn't get back up and continue contributing in some way. And, well, finding where you fit is going to be, well, one heck of a thing. Okay, before I continue, don't kitsune have like really long lives?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
And besides, you have a long time to live. I'm sure however many times you fall down, you can just get back up if you have the willpower. You have all the time in the world to fail, mess around, fall down, get back up, and learn something. Jan waits for her to say something if she has something to say.
She simply moves her eyes, her pupils pointing to something that would almost say, well, it might be too late for that. Her eyes drift over to presumably the area of the bag you keep the mask in.
Oh, this? Well,
Bring it
if you
out.
choose to, you can. If you choose to, you can just go back to them, or looks to Murdock, or you can decide your own fate.
They won't let me come back. This was my only second chance. You probably already know it didn't work the first time. The dorm attack.
Well, you can make them regret that. He has the cheeky grin that you can see on his art.
Smart ass.
He just shrugs.
I guess I could tell you one thing first. This fog. She starts to explain, like, oh yeah, that was like the first thing you actually tried to. You're still stuck here. Goes on to explain. This fog. It's caused by. And then it swirls. It swirls and swirls. Your vision is blocked for a moment as the swirling fog spins around you all like a hurricane. You raise your hands up, you gather around together, just trying not to be dragged around by the tumultuous winds, the hurricane that has just placed itself that has just placed all of you inside it. As
Gyan will grab Miyuki.
Yep, you grab her and make sure everything is safe.
I am wrapping all my arms around all of them.
As I think I can do it like this. I think I can actually get rid of the fog like this. Yep. Oh my god. Thank you, Map Tool, for being a useful program. As it clears when you open your eyes. But one thing you see when it does clear is something else. Or rather, someone. Are we back?
Yep.
The fog coalesces into what it always was. You're familiar already, no need for second introductions. Just aware that who you last saw at the end of your third year, having been the reason for the death of both the Dean of Lorehold and one of your friends. She holds a pointed blade at you, clearly with a tint of threat, as at her side, wrapped by all of the fog that has coalesced, one of her arms is currently just gas right now, as the gas that would have made up it surrounds Murdock. And she points to Miyuki. You're right. There is no coming back. And to be frank, we don't want you back. In fact, I came here not to tell you that. You probably already figured that out. This isn't a message from Lord Gaxor, nor us. It's a message from me. I'm taking this one. She looks at Murdock. For my own reason. You're welcome to chase, but you'll soon find too little time to do that. I've already kept them distracted long enough. They'll be here soon. What I'm here to tell you is that, well, if you continue down this path, this self-righteous mission of you all, you'll find out what we know, whether you like it or not. I welcome it. In fact, I encourage it. It'll be fun. But, Yuki, I'm afraid you already know what's to happen. As through the mask that you're holding, Gyan, that knife that she was just pointing flashes right through. You've done enough. You may rest. As you hear in the horizon a loud, draconic roar. One that sounds with a bit of an echo, like it's multiple roars at the same time, overlaying each other, existing at the same time in the same space, but also not. They're here. Your friends. Well, whatever you throw at me, I welcome it. I have to see you, however this story ends. As, with a poof and a fade, both her and Murdock are taken away. Before anyone can react, Miyuki immediately drops down onto the ground, kneeling. Her body starting to glow in that violet ember shade that you saw the previous start to go. A panic rises between all of you. Can you save her? That's a question I ask you now. You may now act. Son.
Should I try to do dispel magic?
She falls out of
I just-
Arleigh's grasp, and Lila tries to keep her up.
I just
You can break polymorph if you want. It's a concentration spell.
Don't you have a diamond?
Murdock has the other one.
She isn't dead yet. She
Yeah,
is
but
on the
like,
process of
she has
fading.
it.
Yeah.
I think she
Oh.
meant that the one diamond with Murdock no longer is with us.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll deal with that later then.
I'm gonna break polymorph, yeah.
Okay, can I quickly try to see if dispel magic would do anything?
Cast
Not
it
doing
and
it yet, just
oh, can you analyze it?
yeah. Just
Okay.
in case,
Well-
doing it.
This is my question to you. That still takes an amount of time that you do not know how much you have. just taking the time to figure that out is still taking some time. Do you want to still do it? You're
I
kind of in a
just
moment
try and
of
cast
you saw,
Revivify.
yeah. Cast Revivify now.
I mean, I could just do it, but if she moves away, we won't have a body to revive.
Yeah.
I could just do it right now, and then you can detect magic at the same time.
Do what? Dispel magic or examine her to see if it would work?
Dispel, maybe? Because I'm gonna just go ahead and cast Revivify.
You can try one first before the
Watch.
other.
Yeah, let's do dispel magic, unless Stella has an idea. I don't think any of us have remove curse, so dispel magic's our best shot.
If you want to do it, give me a spell casting check, basically the same roll as an attack roll.
I don't
might wanna
have
put
remove
I just want-
curse.
Spell casting check, essentially it's the same stats that turn into an attack roll. Not initiative. Well, not initiative. This is not required by initiative. Gyan has the idea. You can do something else if you want to support him.
Any other ideas real quick before I roll it?
You
Anyone?
see bits and parts of her fading, glowing this luminescent violet light. Parts of her cheek start
What if okay?
turning into petals of violet light. I don't have
Yeah, I'm
anything
doing it
ideas.
then.
Okay.
You could put the mask on her and do like.
The mask has been
Dispel magic.
sliced in two.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's why she's.
Just-
This is happening.
Just dispel and I'll Revivify.
Okay. Revivify, I will allow you to, well, you can choose to either give Gyan advantage or have your own spellcasting check, the same as your attack roll, essentially. You choose.
What do you
What do you
thinking?
think? Oh, come on.
I mean, advantage would be nice, I guess.
Miyuki, you're starting to lose your feeling.
You already
Your
rolled
sense of
high
touch.
enough, so.
Your ears start
Do
ringing.
you have inspiration still?
Yep.
Advantage would mean you can't use it. So.
The edges of your vision, Miyuki, start to fade into a
Just roll yourself.
violet blur.
Huh?
You roll 2, and if you get low, I'll try to buff it up as well.
I'll just roll. How many
Yep.
buffs do you have?
I have one more left.
You still have
But I used to have
Bardic.
Bardic.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll,
I do.
I'll allow that.
No,
Might wanna
sure,
use
I'll
it.
add that on top.
God, I love this music.
31.
31. And are you still trying yourself,
Sure.
Arleigh?
Yeah, do it. Let's see.
Should I just do it?
Yep.
Yep, it is an ability check. Spellcasting check, essentially the same as your attack roll, but it counts as an ability check. It's your spellcasting modifier if it's
Okay.
spell plus your proficiency. 22.
Are you still gonna buff that, Sid?
8.
That's 32 then. And then I'll do a +4 to Snow's thing. So a 32
That
and a
is-
26.
31 and 26. Satisfied with that?
I have nothing
32
else to
and
add
a
on.
26.
32 and 26.
Yep.
Alright with that?
Snow, do you have any friendship? Or not?
If yeah,
No more.
I'm just asking if anyone else wants to contribute. You two have basically done your thing. Let's see if this is significant.
I could go overkill and add friendship. If
You
I
might
will
need
allow
it.
it.
I will allow it. This is essentially, if you remember, in year 2 when you tried to dispel the seal outside the Witherbloom campus, when everyone was just doing everything in their power to accomplish a single thing. If you want to do it, it'll
Sure.
represent something.
Sure, let's go overkill. Why not?
What if I burned the spell refueling ring just
Some-
to add on some oomph?
You don't. Yeah, you're not sacrificing magic items in this one, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
36.
You're essentially trying to see if you can save someone from dying in your arms.
anyone else adding?
Well, there's Sinetis, there's Midnight. Celeste has provided you the bardic inspiration. Murdock is gone.
Midnight, Sinetis, help us.
Friendship. I don't really have anything I can do.
Do you have friendship die?
Can I kill her quicker? I can kill her quicker.
Do you have friendship die or nothing?
If you have one, you can use that.
Friendship die. Oh,
One. You can add. If anyone wants to add a friendship die, you can add it to one of your prior rolls if you wish.
should we add it to the revivify? Just to be safe.
Yeah. Can you give me the totals?
So 26.
26, 36, and I guess
31.
4.
If we're adding
How much?
a score to the revivify, that would be 36 and 31 if we're adding midnights as well.
36. And the other one
Are we
is
giving-
26? Is that
No,
both
it's-
rolls?
26 plus 4.
30? Yeah, just give me the final two rolls in chat.
Arleigh would be 31 if we're adding midnights also.
36 and 31. Alright. And this is what happens. Arleigh, you cast your spell. You know this is not what the spell is for, but damn it, you have nothing else you can think of right now. This is the thing you prepared for, to save a life. A life is literally in your arms. It's fading away. You can try to stop it. You want to stop it. Gyan, you are a bit more logical about this. Given the magical nature of her connection to that mask, it might be a chance. There might be a way you can manage to untangle the weave that's connecting her before she fades away. Maybe save her physical form, her soul, whatever it's connected to. Somehow, Celeste, you're doing your best. You are giving them the inspiring magic that you have always with you, carrying them through. Midnight, Sinetis, you stand there resolute, making sure the hearts of your allies never waver. As Miyuki, you start to feel everything starting to go away. Your memories flash by in your mind. The first smile you got from your parents, the happiness you felt when you got accepted into the university, the first friend you made here, the first trouble you got into. Everything starts flashing by into your eyes as the edges of your vision start slowly crumbling away into specks of violet light. You look to your allies and see multiple people who you thought never cared about you, people you thought didn't want anything to do with you at some point, people you thought could just go away. They didn't matter. Nothing mattered anymore. Nothing mattered, right? But here they are, giving their all, their best to try and save you, even after all you've done, even after everything you've tried to do to them. You are trying to hold on. Was it too late? Was it too late to realize you had them? Was it too late to realize you never should have gone through with this? She prayed to the divine in that moment. You see light, but this time not the violet kind. A glowing, yellow, warm light places itself in you, as leaning down, Lila, is trying to do her best. She doesn't understand what she has. Oh, good timing, guys. She doesn't understand what she has, but she's trying to give something to you. She cares. The others, the others you know and have tried to. You lived in the same place together. Well, so has Lila. But her, you barely know anything about her. I mean, she was popular. She was the enemy that you were destined to seek. And here she is, channeling light into you. Why did she do this? You look to her, as if asking that question. Thoughtlessly, she gives you the look that she shows you right now. Almost trying to tell you it's not about you. She just genuinely wants to do this. And you don't know which it is. The spell trying to keep you from dying. The magic trying to entangle itself within you. Or the light being replaced from an iridescent and blinding violet to a warm and soothing yellow. You pass out, but the light has been replaced. As you fall, solid. Your body still with you. As the fog clears, and everyone, for once, hears a breather. You saved her. Congratulations.
Let's go.
Nice.
I was looking for 30s. Yes.
Well, we doubled what you wanted.
First of all, also Snow, I will tell you this. Thanks to the double 30s, your diamond is not gone.
Woo! You don't need to spend money anymore.
Bitch, if you touch my purse again.
Lila
Hey, it's for a
receives...
I literally saved your life by paying me.
Lila receives Miyuki in her arms, having saved someone
Also, did
this
you just
time.
confirm Gyan has a purse?
But
All the
What-
money is in his gauntlet.
you try. The rest of the students just look in awe, just having no idea what just happened. Well, having an idea because some of them were eavesdropping on the whole conversation. But they look and just, yeah, all of that. But then thoughts start to come back to you. You saved her, but where's Murdock? What did Drizda mean? And thirdly, but perhaps more prominently right now, another set of quantum-sounding roars coming from the sky as the light is slowly blocked from all of your visions. You see a figure in the sky. One. Oh, right, that thing. Let me see if I can actually find it. Shit. God damn it, I'm not in my usual setup. I didn't have it prepared. What was...
Somewhere in the distance, I see fire starts playing.
You start to, well... You start to catch a glimpse of it. That iridescent blue-green glow. The set of 4 patterned wings, segmented into a perfect ratio of proportions. The curved angular horns, and the impressive and awesome, in the actual sense of the word, wings. As on top its back, you see several figures. Some you recognize. One particularly with windswept green hair gives you a sense of comfort as atop another quantum roar of a dragon, you find one of them swoop down.
It's my boy.
Girl, having found
As
you.
a mage, how dare you? How dare you misgender the dragon?
Boy, it applies to everyone, okay?
Yeah. Pardon the non-HD image, this was the quickest I could find it. As swooping down atop the back of one of the dragon's Tanazir Quandrix, you see the Dragon's Guard come to rescue you, finally able to find you now that the fog has been cleared. And you hear from the distance, "Hey!" as your instructor, Arkin Minexus, breaks from the distance and the swamp line, finally able to reach you after having disappeared outside of it after giving your assignment. Things have happened, and things will continue to happen. A lot has happened, but you feel like things are at the most confusing point as it's ever been. Murdock's gone. That, you just saved the life of an Arik. Not only that, it's someone you know. And now one of the dragons is coming down, swooping for all of you. You have no idea what will come next. But you feel like all of you are now in this, linked. Perhaps by fate, or another force of your own will. And that's where I will be ending this session of Strixhaven, the Curriculum of Chaos. See you all in the final sessions as we begin the endgame.
Yo. Also, I like to think that when Miyuki woke up, Arleigh just smiles to her and says, "I told you I'll keep everyone alive."
Level up? You guys leveled up just for this fight. You leveled up
God.
when we started this fight.
Congrats, you've joined the big league now. Come show us what you're made of down here in the jungle, out of sight. So let yourself go, time to fight.
We're gonna take a